Welcome back to the Stupid Humans Internet Talk Show Shit Episode 16. We are the number 2 podcast on the internet today. You gave us a listen. Now subscribe, like, share the shits. Did I say share the shits? Oh my God. I don't know. We're going to bring you a great show tonight. We're actually drinking on the air. This is going to be banging. Huge thanks to Michael Ravid, the producer, who is a fan of the show, who hooked us up with that great opening. Tonight we're doing something special. We're broadcasting drunk and high above the clouds at the Liquid Cloud Lounge at 701 Monroe Avenue in Rochester, New York. We're performing in front of a live studio audience. How is that? Jeez. Oh, it's terrible. I got a new toy. All right. I'm McRib, and I'm going to be your host and tour guide. Not only are we going to laugh at ourselves, but we're going to make fun of other people. What's going on at the end of the console, big fella? How's your rash?
My rash is much better.
Oh, shit. Stand by.
Always much better.
Yeah.
Someday I'll be healed.
Someday. Someday. Most cases only take a couple of days.
That's what they tell me.
Yeah, so...
It keeps coming back in different places.
I know what kind of my head is. It moves around.
Anyway, so where can, we're live and high above the clouds at the Liquid Cloud Lounge. Where can we be listened to there, Big Mike?
Find Stupid Humans, the podcast, on all of your favorite platforms. Apple Podcast, iTunes, Stitcher, Podbean, Overcast, Castro, Podchaser, Deezer, RSS feed, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pocket Cast, Castbox, Podcast Addict, Buzzsprout, and soon we will be on the Earplug Podcast Network. Da-da.
Flatline. Attaboy, Mikey.
Hey!
God, that was slow. Holy shit. I thought you were going to rip right through those and be... Oh, my God. Listen, over the next couple hours, we're going to really have a lot of fun. We're going to be drinking. We're going to be laughing. We're going to have a blast. So we hope you stay with us because we've got an amazing show for you guys tonight. We got comedians Maddie Lenhart and Big Brian Henderson. Live performances in studio with a phenomenal musician. And our in-house rock star, Mikey P. Oh, my God. Did you hear me go? What the
good.
Fuck?
You went
all right,
max headroom.
I know, but I've been drinking since 6. So, and this is our drunken episode. But I got a couple of things. We're going to play a little drinking game. You guys want to do that?
Sure.
You're going to play a little. You're not. And you want to talk? It's fucking Jules. I'm going to introduce you in a second, sweetheart. Wait a second. Be patient. Anyway, all right.
You
so
can kick him at any point.
Right, so we're going to play a little drinking game. We're going to do Jeffy Squishy Bear, the Chub Wong, is going to come in and defend his title. It's 7 Stupid Questions, the Absurd Edition. He's actually going to go against the entire panel and our studio audience. So that's going to be unbelievable. He's going to try to win again. So let's just see. Anyway, so I will not wait any longer to introduce our beautiful guest. There she is. Where are you?
Oh, thank God.
The beautiful voice of
just wanted
Jules.
to
Say,
talk.
Jules, I love you.
Oh, thank you.
Are you see, you're not even drunk yet, so that's not
No,
fun.
not yet. No. Don't worry.
I know you'll get
working on
there.
it.
You'll get there.
Baby steps.
We're all going to get there over the next couple of hours.
Baby
So
steps.
here's a drinking game I thought we'd play. This would be fun, okay? This is going to be a lot of fun. All right. But I got to talk a little bit about, it's going to be in conjunction with First Place Stupid, or our honorary First Place Stupid contender, our illustrious governor Adolf Cuomo. I mean,
yes,
Andrew Hitler. I mean, you know the fucking guy, right?
Yeah, he's always a stand-in in case we can't find anyone.
That's right. Yeah. So
yes, that's him.
Anyway, so what has happened over the last 15 days? Actually, this has been going on for years with this guy.
Yeah.
He has banned e-liquid flavors. He has put a ban on the market so that we're not allowed to. The Liquid Cloud Lounge is not allowed to sell e-liquid flavors.
That's right.
Customers are not allowed to buy flavors from other states and have them shipped in. There's already a mandate in place with FedEx and USPS and UPS to stop, and you can't. So there'll be no shipping, there'll be no receiving, there'll be no picking it up, there will be no buying it. He has taken it away. All right.
When he was born, doctor slapped his mother.
Probably. I would guess that
should have knocked her out.
Yeah,
because then we would be minus a Fredo.
But I wouldn't go after his mother. It's not her fault. He's just a douchebag. His brother's Fredo's a douchebag too.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Fredo!
so despite the fucking evidence that he was given, all right, and I actually said I wasn't going to swear in this episode because my mother turned the episode off after the opening last week. She's like, I can't listen to you F-bomb the whole time. So, Mom, I'm sorry. I dropped one. I won't do any more if I can help it.
But that doesn't apply to me.
No, everybody else is, you can do whatever you want to do.
And Jules.
All right. So despite the evidence, and the evidence shows that in the UK, they did a study with the Royal College of Physicians saying that in this network of 35,000 doctors, they deemed that vaping was 95% healthier than traditional tobacco.
How about
I'm sorry, less harmful.
Oh,
right?
science.
Right. And they said they don't know the long-term effects of this, but it is the greatest smoking cessation tool that they've ever invented. So let's keep this on the market.
Right.
Let's actually put vape shops in hospitals to get people off of cigarette smoking.
And they did, right?
Right. But, yes, and they have, and they're continuing. But despite this Adolf Andrew Hitler, he, God damn it, I don't know why I keep mixing that up. Anyway, despite this evidence that he was given, this is what he said in a press conference. I'll play it for you.
Vaping
is
better than smoking. Technically, yes. But so what?
But so what?
Yes. But so what?
So, again, the honorary stupid human, first place stupid on the Stupid Humans Internet Talk Show, shits. He's going to get it for the rest of the year. Yes. I can't get back to that soon. But here's what I thought it would be fun to do.
What's that?
Every time we hear...
Technically, yes.
We drink.
Technically, yes.
Social. Yeah, so
I'll drink to that.
We're going to get hammered.
Of course, I'll drink
But
to anything.
so what?
But so what? Technically, yes.
Yes. But so what?
Okay, so anybody in the panel, anybody in the audience, anybody anywhere can at any time say, technically, yes. But so what? We all have to drink. All right, I'm not going to listen to this pinhead do it. We have to do it.
No, because his voice to me...
It's like Al Pacino if you close your eyes.
To me, his voice is like nails on a chalkboard.
Oh, I know. Technically, yes.
Every day.
But so what?
Every day with his press conference. Oh, my God.
So, yeah, so we're drinking. Every time somebody says, technically, yes. But so what?
All right, asswipe.
We're getting hammered on the show. I see our comedians sitting over there priming the pump. Are they drinking? We can't hear you, so just shut up. Anyway, we'll get back to you guys in a few minutes. But you know what? I gotta tell you, we're in kind of a jackpot here. Because the next segment of this was going to be little Jeffy Squishy Bear. Mr. Wong is not here to defend his title. That son of a bitch.
Is he working? Is he scraping body parts?
He might be scraping a little body part. No, he's going to take Saturdays off. Everywhere he works, he doesn't work Saturdays.
Really?
So we'll just talk to Jules because we love her. Do it in a sexy voice. Say hi.
Am I? Oh, I am on. I think my mic is on.
Here I am.
And beautiful as ever. Did you get your stimulus check?
I did get my stimulus.
Isn't that
check.
nice?
It was a little nice.
God, right?
Cool.
Yeah.
How about the guy in Indiana who got his stimulus check? Did you read about that? Yeah. So the
I did
guy,
not.
he goes to the ATM and he goes to take out $200, right? He's like, I'm just gonna take out a couple $100, make sure my check's in there. He was supposed to get $1,700. He looked at his balance. It was $8.2 million. I mean, what would you do?
Empty that bitch out fast.
I'd walk into the bank and I'd get a certified fund. Can I have I need a certified check for $2 million now.
Right
and then
now.
Get on a plane and go to Turks and Caicos.
That's right.
But they knew they couldn't get away because there's a travel ban. So this is smart of them. You know. But what would you do with that money?
Oh my God, $8.2 million.
I would just print out a whole bunch of receipts.
That might cover my debt.
And add to a drinking habit.
Nice.
Yeah, because if they gave me $8.2 million, I'd be dead in 2 months. I know I would. I mean,
Really?
Dude, that is not the first time I've heard that. I had a roommate. His name was Russ. He lives out in Milwaukee now. And this guy said, if I win the lotto, you will find me at the bottom of a canyon in a destroyed Corvette with several bimbos and a face full of Coke. So it's best for me not to gamble.
At best. Oh, yeah. So So, what would you do? Would
I
you
would-
try to take the money out?
I would know it was an error. I mean,
know.
I would like to say, yes, I take it and run, but I'm too honest, and I know I'd
know.
get nailed for it anyway eventually.
This
so.
is the way you can play that game, though. You go to the ATM and just print out a whole fuck ton of receipts, and then just leave them everywhere when you're like with people you know, right? Just like be at the bar.
Oh, I like that.
And you know, you like take it out and leave it on the bar.
Yeah.
I mean, guys would do that more than girls would, but guys would be like, they'd be like, "Hey, you got $8.2 million in the bank? Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Yeah. I'm doing all right.
I'm doing all right." What a piece of shit.
Only-
I know. This
God,
I
you
know.
do have a warped fucking mind.
I do. Dude. I told you. I can't help it. We got in a conversation the other day, totally off the air, about PETA fucking with my hunts. I want to go out and hunt, right? And I do. And I sit in the tree stand, and I get this like stupid thing in my head where I start thinking that PETA has sabotaged the camouflage that I just bought and put some kind of odor in it that pushes away,
repels
that
deer.
repels the deer. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm out of my mind.
You are.
And and I'm like, I can't sit there for that long and not start swirling. My brain is fucking mush.
Well,
It's
sitting and
mush.
doing nothing, so.
Yeah. But we are practicing social distancing
We
here
are.
at the
We're
Liquid Cloud
distanced.
Lounge.
I'm
Yeah.
feeling particularly remote.
I know. I pushed it all the way to the other end of the table. It's
way down
it's
there.
actually your breath. It has nothing to do with the coronavirus.
Dude, you want to talk about smelly? God,
Okay.
I love my youngest son, but that kid literally had a fucking force field cooking today. If you got within 6 foot of these
Is
kids,
it-
your eyes would start fluttering. You know? I mean, it was
What did it smell like?
B.O.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it's
Just
teen.
because he's not going to school
I
and he's
call
not.
it I call it teen spirit.
Yeah. So
That's right.
he's in that age where he
Yeah.
just
It's just really this recently. Normally he's Mr. Hygiene. You know, his hair's perfect and shit.
it's because there's no school.
It's because there's no school.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
He's
goes
like, who
out and
cares?
he shoots hoops.
Not seen
and
any
comes
girls.
back in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
he
not gonna
doesn't see any
anybody. I
girls.
don't
He
care.
don't give a shit.
I'm doing the same thing. I haven't
Kinda-
shaved in 2 months.
Yeah.
I haven't shaved in
a
2
lot
months.
of people are doing the quarantine beard.
Technically, yes, but so what? Perfect timing. Drake.
Yes.
This is a
so-
drinking game you guys can play at home. So if you're listening to the show, follow along. And we've got some exciting stuff going on. We're launching a new website. It isn't done yet. The fantastic designers and programmers over at My Blue Mongoose. Blue Mongoose. What is the name of it again, Mikey? What the you're eating chips.
Blue mongoose.
What are you eating?
I'm eating pork rinds.
Pork rinds.
Wow.
No. What's wrong with you? You're not supposed to eat pork rinds on the air. I'm turning your mic off. That's it. You're done.
Are you on Atkins? The only people I've ever known to eat pork rinds are rednecks and people on Atkins.
Well, you've got me on both of them.
That's right. Well, I was like, you just betted 1,000. That's a double and a triple.
Wow. Are you
Suck
you
it.
a hypnotic or something?
A what?
A mystic and
Oh,
hypnotic.
Sorry. Joel, what did you do?
I don't know. I touched my mic and everything. So
Oh, stop doing that.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh,
That's it.
man.
I need some sort of firearm over here.
Oh, shut up.
firearms
I'm not.
and bourbon.
Don't
do
swing
not
that at
mix.
me. Stop.
I just want a Nerf gun, really. I want something I can shoot McRib over there at the end of the table. That's right. That might be a little overkill.
Yeah, I know, right? Especially in this close proximity.
That's right. Even I could hit that.
Yeah, I know. You don't need that kind of burst.
That's right.
Anyway, so, Mikey, let me ask you a question.
Oh, God.
What would you do for $1 million?
What would I do for $1 million?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you had to, would you? All right, let me tell you what happened.
Yeah, you
recently.
had to qualify that.
Yeah.
All right, so read an article recently that Joe Buck, you know who Joe Buck is? He's an announcer for baseball, right?
Yeah.
So he put out something on Instagram or Twitter that said, "I want to keep my skills sharp. So if you send me videos,
Right.
I'll do the color work and play by play and call your home videos."
Oh, nice.
So people sent him kids running around and he sent a bunch of stuff to him. Well,
Yeah.
a company offered $1 million for him to do play by play for porn,
Nice.
and he turned it down.
Wow.
I know.
Really?
What the fuck, Joe Buck? I mean,
I've
you
always
got a
thought that would
porn
be
name
fun
to
do
begin with.
for the blind.
Yeah, I know exactly. You're doing a service for people that Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, how does that sound, Jules? You going to do a little color work for us?
I would do that.
You would do that
I would
for $1 million
God.
bucks.
For $1 million, I'd do it for $10.
Yeah.
And all the beer you can drink.
I'd name that tune for $9.50.
He flipped her over. He pulled her hair. He pulled her hair.
Oh, my.
He spun her around and
He's
gave her a
not
little
going to.
slap on the ass.
That's right.
She's
He
had
gave her a
bleach
little
job.
spanking.
He's going all the way.
Home run!
That's right.
It's out of the park or out of her mouth. I don't know.
I don't
But
know.
he wanted to sharpen his skills, and they were going to pay. And they only wanted him to do 20 videos.
That's
Are
it?
you kidding me? That's
Wow.
$50,000 a video. They're what?
dude.
An hour and 5 minutes? Hour and 10 minutes?
Oh
Those
my
porn
God.
videos
You
aren't
could
that
build a
long.
career
People don't
off
watch
of
him
that.
from beginning
Yeah.
to end either. He could narrate 5 minutes of it, and that's all
Yeah.
people would watch.
That's all you need.
Yeah, that's all.
I've never made it that long.
Just need the money
I
shots.
can barely make it through Jules's fucking opening with her soft voice.
Mr. President.
Technically, yes, but so
Right.
what?
That's
Social.
That's
Fucking
right.
Adolf.
What's the Russian?
Cuomo.
What's the German? What's the German thing for drink?
Prost, isn't it?
Prost?
Is it Prost? Is that the German toast?
What is it?
Eins.
Oh.
That's
Eins, drei, Stupa.
I thought that was I surrender.
No,
I don't
She
know.
speaks German.
Oh, Mikey, what are we gonna do? with
I
you?
wish my foot was 6 feet long because I'd fucking kick you in the head.
Why you don't like my sound effects board?
No, I just want to kick you in the head.
Oh, all right. Well, as long as we're on, as long as we're clear, what your
Technically.
intentions are. And
So
I don't know what's
what?
going on with that squishy bear. So, you know what? I'm going to move along without him. He's a piece of shit. He was supposed to be here at 7 o'clock to defend his title, and you know what? I got to tell you, I don't think I'm
Well,
interested in.
Hopefully he didn't slip on some brains or something. And then conk
yeah,
his.
that's right. He might have caught a bone fragment,
That's right.
a little shrapnel from
Right.
somebody's skull.
Quarantined him.
Oh.
Jeff, our buddy. Have you been? You haven't
I
been on?
don't think so.
Okay, so Jeff used to work here at the Liquid Cloud Lounge, and he went down to part time because he got a job at the hospital, and his position is sterile sanitation, something or other. He basically goes into operating rooms and cleans up blood and guts after the fucking surgical procedures. Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like a crime scene cleanup.
It kind of the
Kind
sunshine
of.
cleaners. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like the sun.
Yeah.
It is, yes. But he's sterilizing equipment
Yeah.
and doing So
Interesting.
right, and he's like, guess what I found the other day? I'm like, what? Piece of skull. I'm like, how big's the piece? He's just a little piece. But yeah, he finds I'm like, find a watch.
I think if somebody
You collect
drilled,
them all, you could build a person.
I think if somebody drilled into my head and they lost a piece of my skull in the operating room, I would want it just for
Yeah.
I'd make it
Hang it from your mirror.
Yeah, that's mine.
Hang it from your mirror.
Or
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, I'm assuming they would have put a plate where it used to be.
Right, a patch.
Something.
Yeah.
So I
Screwed
kind
it
of
in
would
there.
like. It would be a good conversation piece. Pull it out
Yeah.
at cocktail parties. This is a piece of my skull.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll give you a piece of my mind.
Yeah.
That's from.
This is like a fucking radio from 1963. Dude.
I know. This is sound effects that I was able to find for free.
You cheap bastard.
I did, No,
He
actually,
went to Sounds Effects R Us.
no. I actually went. I got a 30-day free subscription.
Of course you
30,
did.
30 days free.
Remember the old radio theater? They do like
Yeah.
plays on the radio with all the
Yeah.
slamming door and the footsteps and
Yeah.
the yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I got here. Yeah, I got this one's called Kelly in the Morning. Yeah, and then whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. So, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I'm going to bring over one of our comedians who wants to play 7 Stupid Questions, the Absurd Edition. Come on, Brian Henderson, get your ass over here, fella. Come on, slide in here, man. We haven't talked to you in a minute. You got yourself a drink?
Yeah, I have to.
All right.
Well, I don't have to, but I feel like I have to.
You have to, yeah. I mean,
Peer pressure.
grab those cans and throw them on
It
your head,
never
fella. We'll make
ends.
sure you sound up pretty good. We can hear you. We can see you.
Should there on
Yeah.
Cranston there.
Should be a button on there there too somewhere.
No, I think he's good.
Is it live?
Yeah, he is live. Yeah, he's live and in color. You can spin that microphone around so it's just moving right into your grill.
That's as close as I'm comfortable with that.
Getting a little nervous there.
Any other closer, and
I
it's
know how we
suggestive.
feel.
Yeah. Oh, it's suggestive already.
Do me a favor though, and just tip it up a little bit so it's pointing directly. Yeah,
There we go.
There you go.
Now
so we
it's
can hear you.
excited
Yeah.
position.
I
Yeah.
feel like you've said that to somebody before.
Never. But I have cupped the balls, but I'm very silent when I do it.
All right. Delicate.
I'm always
That's the way
very
it should
bashful.
be.
Yeah, and I'm bashful too.
Yeah.
I don't-
Sneak
I don't
right
like
in there.
talking. I don't make eye contact or anything. I'm just, finish the job and get out.
Right.
It's only gay if you push back. So anyway, with that said, Brian Henderson's one of the up and rising comedians that's performing in and around the Rochester area. We just had an opportunity to see him live before the coronavirus zombie apocalypse broke out.
Nice.
He was over at Comedy at the Carlson. Tell us a little bit about that. How was that fun?
It was awesome. It was a great time.
Yeah.
It's always fun doing live comedy and because you get to make people laugh. Hopefully. If you don't, it's 100% your fault and they don't like you.
Yeah.
It's either a really great confidence booster or it sends you into a deep depression for a short amount of time.
That's right. Yeah, but you got to get right back on that horse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, I did a lot of comedy coming up over the years, and it is fun. And it's funny because when you go out there that first time, you're like, you choke. You're just gonna die.
Yeah. 100%.
But when you get that first laugh, man, it's addictive. It's like crack.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, I got him.
Absolutely.
I fucking got him. And
Yeah.
you get goosebumps. And
That's
it's
great.
really, I mean, Mike, you're a performer,
Well, but comedy is a different deal, though.
It's not,
comedy,
though. It's the same.
Comedy, no, that's it. There's a connection there. It is because you're all by yourself, man.
Mhm.
There's
Yeah.
no prop. There's no guitar. There's no singing. There's no music in between.
Mhm.
It's you,
Oh, yeah.
audience,
Yep.
and silence unless you fill it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You
Oh,
know?
yeah.
So it's raw. I mean, and I think the best guys, they just open up and they just let it rip.
Hey, are you playing our little
And,
social
and
game?
gals.
You know what we're doing?
I
Did you
don't,
hear?
but-
Every time this asshole says
Technically-
this,
Yes,
we drink.
but so what?
Technically,
Technic-
yes. But so what? You
That's right.
fucking jerk off.
I'm in.
All right, so we brought you on here today because we wanted to hear about you. And so I know everything has been shut down.
Yeah.
So what are you doing to be creative, man? What are you doing?
I'm actually my job, my 9 to 5, as
Uh-huh.
I say. It hasn't been shut down. It was shut down for maybe 2 weeks, and then there was a lot of push to open it back up. I sell cars in my spare time.
Okay.
So
At your spare time,
yeah.
9 to 9,
Yeah.
Monday through fucking Sunday.
Exactly.
Yeah. What do you got going on Sunday from 9 to 9?
Yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, we
Jesus.
were considered somewhat essential. The service part was always
Obviously.
essential.
Yep.
Right.
And then I guess the thought was some of these people aren't going to be able to service their vehicles and they're going to need new ones. So somebody has to be around to do that.
So what are you doing to, I mean, like at an average month before that, you were doing, 15, 20 units a month?
Yeah.
Now
yeah,
what are you
right.
doing? Now are you selling more cars because people are home doing some research? And
Well, yeah, it's the numbers have gone up because there's less of us because it's still we can't operate at full
Oh,
capacity.
sure, naturally.
And the people that come in,
what?
exactly. When people come in, I think they're it's not as much I'm just coming to look type of deal because
Right.
it's a lot more involved for you to come in.
Yeah.
Like you can still drive the lot wherever you want to, but
Right.
to actually come into the dealership, you got to go through a
So,
process.
so,
Right,
so you're
right.
saying
So-
pandemic helps you to qualify them? I think we got a buyer.
That's right.
They
That's
came out in a
Technically,
pandemic to
yes.
buy a vehicle.
So I sold cars for a little while, and we had
Yeah.
this guy who's I have to tell this story because it's unbelievable. His name was I don't know if I should use his name, but I will. Tom Cole, right? And he just had this. He was a grizzly old bear, right? He had gray slick back hair. He kind of looked like Dr. Kevorkian, right? And we called him Layaway Dr. K because he just liked to slam people. But he had the corduroy pants, white bucks. He always wore
Oh
a
my
jacket with the
gosh.
patches on the elbows.
Yeah.
But this is my favorite part. you would try to get an up, run out after it, right?
Yeah.
He was out there perched on the lot, right?
Yeah.
He was
He was like a gargoyle.
exactly. He was like a fucking gargoyle.
Yeah.
And I went out there one day.
Comes to
I
life.
swear to God, this is the funny part.
right.
I went out there one day, and I only sold cars for 1 year, and I was in my early 20s.
Yeah.
And I went out there and I said to him, I said, "Come on, layaway," because we called him layaway Dr. K. I said, "Come on, layaway, give us a break, man." I said, "Don't you have to go eat?"
Right.
Motherfucker stood up from his perched position because he had
Yeah.
this little weird kind of gargoyle position.
Yeah.
He stood up, stuck his hand in his pocket, pulled out a sandwich. I swear to God, he looked and he said, "I don't have to go for lunch." He wasn't getting anybody.
That,
Yeah.
that
And he'd
is
say,
a true
and he
professional.
was like chain smoking cigarettes, and he'd walk past you with a customer, and he'd go, "Gonna knock this cocksucker out."
That's some customer service.
He's,
right
he's probably dead now, so I can probably talk about it. But yeah, I actually
no,
wanted,
he's probably not. They never die.
Yeah.
They
Right.
just go to different dealerships. That's all they do.
That's right.
no, he was about 104, and this was 30, almost 30 years ago.
Oh,
so.
Okay,
God.
all right.
Yeah,
So,
so he might still be around.
Yeah,
He's not out at Henderson, but he.
no.
It is an
No, thank God.
interesting. It is an interesting field, though. I sold advertising to dealerships,
Yeah.
so I got to know all of them throughout this. This
Oh, the Vinny and
fun
Angelo
schedule.
thing. I mean, they literally threw keys on the roofs of buildings so that they're like, "Where are the keys?" I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
until
You're
you buy
buying
a car.
You're
yeah.
buying a car today because
Right.
we don't know where your keys are.
Right.
And they'd stand there, look at the car, and go, "He ain't leaving today." And he'd literally throw the keys up on the Vinny and Angelo, those fat retards, right? The one, this is my boys, right?
Yeah.
Vinny and Angelo. Every self-respecting Italian wanted to crawl under a rock every time they saw that Vinny and Angelo
Yeah.
commercial.
It
But
was
they were
brutal.
managers at Patrick Pontiac, where I worked back in the day. So
Yeah.
the Fat Vinny
Oh, they
or
made
Fat
their way
Angelo,
around. Yeah,
no,
they-
Fat Vinny would walk by your desk,
Yeah.
and if you were eating a sub, and if you were like had one half in your mouth, and he
Yeah.
walked by, he'd grab the other half without breaking stride, and he'd have it consumed by the time he got to the desk.
Jeez, that
Oh,
is-
yeah.
as pissed off as I would be,
It's
that's
funny.
actually impressive.
It was a big showroom. It wasn't that impressive. But you didn't want it after he touched it anyway.
Right, yeah.
Scumbag.
You're like, did he just Garfield my
That's,
sandwich?
that's right. Oh, yeah.
Garfield, I like that.
I was thinking Coneheads.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Consume
Coneheads.
mass quantities. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's right.
But you got to get some material off a car lot, though.
Oh.
yeah.
If you're writing
Oh
jokes and
my,
whatnot.
yeah. It's so here's the thing, because I do a lot of the advertising and whatnot.
Okay.
As much material as I have,
Right.
I don't want to do it locally.
Right, right.
Because at some point I'm going to run into somebody that I'm talking about. but,
Sure.
oh my God. I mean, just.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I can't even tell this story. I will tell you, it is by far the most interesting thing I think I've ever done in my life, and I've been to war. So, yeah.
Alrighty then.
You go to war every day. It's just on the lot.
Yeah. So, yeah, it is never a dull moment. And the thing that kills me is there is this horrible stigma about salespeople.
Car
yeah.
salesman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Customers are way worse.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Well, because they know.
Horrible.
No, yeah.
They're horrible people.
Well,
Yeah.
that stigma goes back to the 40s and 50s,
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
or even as recently as Fargo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you I didn't want that true coat, but let me see what I can do.
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
Remember,
yeah.
little.
I was told years ago that, even a preacher will lie like a son of a bitch in front of a salesperson. They don't
Oh, okay.
care.
You know what? I can tell this one.
Okay.
So speaking of preachers, so this is gosh, years.
Is it 2020?
Close to it. So
Friday.
we had
Forget it.
this preacher come in, and I won't mention his name because he still is a preacher, but he has a very small tie, way too small for his body size.
Is it?
And so he comes in to buy a car. He's unable to get financing by himself, so he brings in a air quotes friend. And the whole time he's talking about we should do this for the Lord, and he's just helping the people. And his phone rings. Now the young lady that's with him is clearly not a friend. I've never had friends like that. And if I had them now, my wife would kill me. But
But she's gonna co-make his car.
right. So the phone rings, and the song is Rick Ross, Hustling.
Oh.
No.
Yeah. So he's sitting here, and the best part about it was he has on a shiny suit. And
Shocking.
I'm not sure what material it was made out of.
Right.
But whatever it was, he couldn't get to his phone. So it just all you hear was every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling. Oh,
And he's like
hold
dancing
on. Oh my God, my grandkids did put well, oh man, see, this lady to put on my phone. Sir, please stop, please cut it out.
So what? So
Let's enjoy this.
So what you're saying is that next time we're out selecting churches, we want to check the credit score of the pastor. Applicable.
Or at the very least, the outfit. If you can see yourself in it, maybe pick another place.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's
hairstyles and suits from the ministry are not going to be anything that I'm picking out
Yeah.
ever.
No.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
No.
And he had very very luxurious hair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Very 1970s.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Like
oh yeah.
he was missing platform shoes with fish in them. That's really
Oh
all
okay.
it was. Yeah.
All right. That's it.
And now thinking about it, I'm kind of disappointed he didn't have that.
Oh.
Yeah.
He didn't complete the look.
You would have signed for him.
Yeah, I would have. I would. I've been like, you know what? You deserve this.
You do.
You
you're
deserve
right.
this.
You
That's right.
absolutely
Yeah.
deserve this.
Yeah. Let's
What kind of car do you end up getting?
let's
Chrysler 300.
All right. We'll go.
Yeah.
Is it convertible?
It is not. It's
Damn
not.
it.
Well, it wasn't when we sold it. To him.
Okay.
Yeah, anything is possible now.
That's right.
His brother actually he got pulled over and arrested maybe 3 days later with marijuana in the car.
Oh no.
Yeah, and he called and cursed me out and said that we need to get the car out. And I said, how does your brother smoking weed in your car involve me at all?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't leave the weed in there.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like,
does he have a hangnail too?
that's
Is
a
he-
family
is he
issue and
servicing?
everything. Yeah,
I know.
It's
It's like
great.
that naked skydiver that died from coronavirus.
Right.
Right.
That's
Jumped
right.
out without a parachute.
That's
same
right.
same
Yeah, no,
philosophy,
exactly.
same theory.
Same
yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
same thing.
I
All
think
right,
we're
that's
gonna have to
beautiful.
hang that one on you.
Yeah.
Sorry. Handsome fella that you got over here, don't you, Jules? Keep your hands off the guy.
Sorry.
Jesus.
Where's my bottle opener go?
Oh, I think Jen still has it. Mike's wife is over there in the corner just drinking
right.
away. Bring the bottle opener back, lady.
No, she's my DD. Don't go getting her completely hammered. She had last night. Tonight's my night.
Ooh,
That's right.
Apparently,
Yeah.
Jenny's in.
She's taking one for the team.
Is it Jenny or
Supposedly.
Jen or Jennifer? What you answer to
Thank
everything?
you.
Yes.
Oh, she just nods.
In
Jen.
public.
In public.
She answers to Jen.
She's never coming back here. So we have. I don't know if I finished my thought before about the stupid tube. I was talking about the web development and Blue Mongoose and their
Oh,
web
yeah.
development, what they're doing for us.
Yes.
And we have got a launch of a brand new website. It isn't completely done yet, so we're teasing you guys right now. All right, but. Stupid Tube, it's like YouTube for stupid people, is going to be live and running hopefully over the next week or so.
Yes.
Hopefully we iron out all the details. It's going to be completely interactive. We're going to have all kinds of fun stuff. You can log into you can jump onto our Etsy page and buy the cool swag for Stupid Humans Internet Talk Show shits. All right, you got you're going to have bios and past episodes, and as you can see by looking down there, Mikey P, we got the big supercharged computer all built and ready to go and hooked up to the console.
Holy God.
We're ready for
Yeah.
video as soon as the lights show up. We
That
got
looks
lights
like
and
Hal.
cameras.
It's like Hal 2000.
And Jewel got all dressed up today.
I
And
thi-
she was like,
it's-
"I'm
it's-
going out."
It's nice to have a reason to put lip
He
gloss
never
on.
gets my
I
geek
know.
fucking
You look
references.
great.
You know what? I'm glad.
My daughter even said, "Why are you putting on makeup?" I'm like, she goes, "Why put on makeup for a podcast?" Like, I'm just happy to leave the house.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it could have been video night.
Yeah.
You never
Could-
know.
I
And
didn't
you were
know.
dressed for
I
it.
didn't
Honey,
know.
you look great. You look fantastic.
Thank you. I
You
didn't shower.
always do.
Oh, I did shower today. I didn't wash my hair though.
It's okay. You don't have to wash your hair
No,
every day.
I don't.
Have we done a shower check on our friends that haven't left the house in a long time?
Yeah.
No. And I refuse.
Yeah, it's yeah. Please, ma'am, please, sir. When this is all over, I'm gonna need you to take like 2 or 3
Yeah,
showers
yeah,
just to make sure.
That's right.
I don't want Funyuns and old sweat socks.
Oh,
I don't want
Funyuns
that.
and old sweat socks.
Yeah.
That's such a great description of an odor. It's like Funyuns
And
are.
I
And I love
Yeah.
I can
Funyuns.
Yeah.
smell it.
I
When
know.
I close my eyes, I can smell that.
Funyuns. And,
Oh my
yep,
God!
and
The
old sweat
apocalypse
socks.
crowd.
That's
Oof.
so. You guys over there in the cheap seats in the audience, you guys want to play a game? Hey, Maddie, come
Yay.
over here real quick. I want to do me a favor and count out like 3 or 4 piles of 7. I already shuffled them, or you can shuffle them again. Doesn't matter. Just count them out so that everybody, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and you guys are going to share one over there, and then you're just going to bring me the card. You guys are going to play together. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to play 7 stupid questions, and this is the Cards Against Humanity Absurd Edition. Okay, so what is going to happen is I am going to read a question, and you guys are going to have an opportunity to answer it. Now, I am going to read the question in time, and then you're going to follow up when I point at you, read it live on the air. The people in the cheap seats, you don't have a microphone, so you're going to go ahead and just, no, give them to these guys. You keep one, and you and Jen are going to play. Kelly's not here. Jeff's not here to defend his title, so fuck him. That squishy fuck. I'm pissed at him now because he was supposed to be here. I texted him today. I talked to him today.
As long as he's
I talked
healthy,
to him
fuck
last
him.
night.
But if
Fuck,
he's not,
he's healthy.
Not, God bless him.
He probably went out and got banged up last night because Saturday's his day off, and he went and got shitty, and he's hungover like Jen. Okay, so you guys can hear us back there, right? Nod, shake your head, wave a hand, something. I mean, I got headphones on. Okay. All right, so it's going to be tough for me to read these questions, but now this is why this game is difficult, okay? You have 7 answers to select from. I am going to read you one of the absurd questions, and you have to fill in the blanks, but keep in mind, you don't get to replenish your pile. So if you've got a good one you think you want to save it. If you got a bad one you think you want to use it. Now, we're going to keep track of the score, and a big prize is going to go to the winner of this here round. I don't know who that's going to be, but all right. So for the very first question of our, I love when people start reading the answers and they're laughing. All right. So I'm reading the question. You guys can hear me, okay, right? Yeah. Okay. All right, honey, or hey, honey. For the bedroom, were you thinking robin's egg blued or blank pink? Honey, for the bedroom, were you thinking robin's egg blue or blank pink? Jules?
An 800-foot-long pool noodle.
800-foot-long pool noodle pink.
Yes.
Okay, that's probably a little long for a color, but all right, it's accepted as an answer.
Probably
Yep,
800-foot-long pool noodle.
And
pink.
it also makes sense because there are pink pool noodles. Like,
Pink.
there is a pink.
But an 800-foot pink pool noodle. Okay. Actually, you know what? Sit right there on that there tuft there, fella. You can read it into the microphone when I give you the cue. All right? You're not going to be able to hear us, but I'm going to all right. Hey, honey, for the bedroom, were you thinking robin's egg blue or
a vagina that beatboxes
Oh, shit.
when it's horny?
Start over?
Are you going to read the question again?
Yes. Hey, honey.
I forgot it already.
For the bedroom, are you thinking robin's egg blue or blank?
A vagina that beatboxes when it's horny pink.
Oh my God! We might have a tag team winner over here. These two are all right. Mr. Mikey P down at the end of the console. Hey, honey, for the bedroom, were you thinking robin's egg blue or
Sluts, whores, and bitches. Pink.
All right. Let's leave it to the comedian to be funny with the cards he's given. Oh, Mikey. Hey, honey, for
I'll
the
get no
bedroom, were
respect,
you
I tell ya.
thinking robin's egg blue or
Cultural appropriation pink.
cultural appropriation pink? You know, clever, funny. You know what? It might be a little too rich for this crowd. I mean, we're not that fucking smart, but yeah, that's a pretty good one. The first one
That's
goes
a
to
lot of
our
syllables.
tag team duo out there in the audience. They are all right. They got the first scores. Question number 2.
All right.
Here's a little something I learned in business school. The customer is always blank. All right, here's a little something I learned in business school. The customer is always Mikey P. What do you got for us?
The customer is always twirling a canoe, popping it into my anus, and giving a tip of the top hat.
Holy shit, that's a mouthful. The customer,
really
let's
is.
do that again. The customer is always
Twirling a canoe, popping it into my anus, and giving a tip of the top hat.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah.
It's customer service.
That
That's
is good customer service.
That
That is
is
good customer
definitely
service.
customer
Okay,
service.
here's a little something I learned in business school. The customer is always Miss Jules.
The customers always own a lot of money to some very bad people.
Ooh, and the way you say it is always so yummy. All right, here's a little something I learned in business school. The customer is always Mr. Brian Henderson.
Pulling a sick, shit-covered raccoon out of the toilet and nursing it back to health.
You know what? And the guy that works with customers, I'm sure you've seen everything. I'm going to go ahead and give you almost. We're going to wait to hear what the answer is over here from
You don't need to hear mine. It's our throwaway card.
All right. Well, it's 1-1. Brian Henderson
Mulligan
and
on that one.
I'm going to go. You want to push it in? All right. You can push it in. The customer is always
Tar.
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 T-A-R.
Okay.
Tar.
Tar.
Yeah.
All right.
Throwaway
Well,
card.
That's all they had.
that was easy.
That was it.
Yeah.
You know,
They're
well,
not all winners.
Being the judge, I got to tell you, it's a very difficult position to be put in sometimes, and I want to be fair to everybody, and I want to, I want the winner to actually win this game,
Right.
and he made it easy for me. Thanks for that.
My problem would be remembering what the hell anybody said.
Sweetheart, you and your sister excel in different ways. She's got a violin, and you've got your blank. Sweetheart, you and your sister excel in different ways. She's got her violin, and you've got your Brian Henderson. What do you got for us, sir?
A magician fucking up over and over again.
You've got a magician fucking up over and over again. I kind of like that.
Yeah, that's all right.
I'm kind of digging it. All right, so because
Well, that's the only kind of interesting magician.
Nobody wants to see him get it right.
That's right. Why do you think
Never.
Carrot Top has a career? Come on.
All right, so sweetheart, you and your sister excel in different ways. She's got a violin, and you've got your Matthew. What do you got?
Joyless. Wooden Soviet toys. Sukoblat.
I wanted Jen to come over and read that one. You got to do the next two. All right. Okay. So one more time. She's got her violin, and you've got your
Joyless wooden Soviet toys.
You
As
even
all
need to
toys
read ours.
from
I
Russia
know.
are.
Yeah, all right, Jules, you can go next. She's got her violin, and you've got your.
You've got a bold red lip.
Right.
I don't really have very
Mikey
good cards,
P.
I gotta say.
Hey, it was random. I can't help that.
I know.
She's got her violin, sweetheart, and you've got your. Mike?
Awesome power of the Lord.
You're going with Russian sex toys or whatever the hell that was.
I don't know who dealt
So
these
it's
fucking
2-1.
cards.
Matthew did. So.
Way to kill the party, Jesus.
Yeah,
That's
Jesus
right.
had something to do
Thanks,
with it.
Jesus.
It's finally happening. I'm finally doing it. Yes, it's time for blank. Time for blank. Yes, it's happening. I'm finally doing it. It's time for Mikey P.
How many bagels I can fit on my penis?
Jen, you want to answer that?
Hey,
Did you hear your
there's a
husband's
lot of
answer?
fucking bagels, and they're not mini bagels
Okay,
either.
so the question is, it's finally happening. It's finally happening. Yes, I'm finally doing it. It's time for, and your husband answered.
How many bagels I can fit on my penis?
So now your answer, I'm finally doing it. Yes, it's time for.
Letting this loser eat me out.
I think she's talking to you, Mike.
Score!
Yeah.
Hey, Jesus saved, but Gretzky scores.
Oh, for crying out loud.
I
It's
dragged that one
finally
up out of
happening.
1982.
I'm finally doing it. Yes, it's time for Big Brian Henderson.
Maybe getting a little involved in selling heroin sometimes.
You know what? You need a side gig. Everybody needs a
That's
side
right.
gig. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Take a shot.
Somebody's gotta do
Jules,
it.
I'm finally doing it. Yes, it's time for
My math teacher's bulge.
teacher's ball.
Wow,
I
that sounds,
love- See, you
that
know
sounds
what?
criminal.
It does, but here's what bothers me about the whole thing.
Oh, God.
It's not the bulge.
Uh-huh.
It's not the question. It's
Uh-huh.
it's time for the math teacher's bulge, but the way she says it.
Right.
Point goes to Jules.
Yeah, that's
Aw,
Unbelievable.
That's an
All right.
unfair advantage.
Goldfinger.
That's right.
Oh, well, yeah.
You gotta talk into
So
the
I've-
microphone.
I have shitty cards, so I have to read it sexy.
Yeah, I know. It's perfect.
Yeah, it works.
You work,
But you
work
should.
with
You know what?
got.
Here's what's gonna suck. Is you could have. Never mind. I was gonna say you could have used that card here. Goldfinger. He's the man with math teacher's bulge. Goldfinger. He's the man. The man with blank.
Oh, God. I got nothing good.
All right. How about the kids down in the cheap seats? What do you got for us? Goldfinger. He's the man. The man with. Come on, Jenny, hustle. Run. No, don't run.
A little taste of penis.
Oh, see?
Hey!
They still got good cards.
Yeah, they got good cards.
How do you get a
That's
little
where they all went to.
Holy shit. All right, Brian Henderson. He's the man. The man with.
Toothless woman gumming a peach.
Oh, well, you
That'll
know what?
work.
We had that asking for money out here earlier.
It's Monroe Avenue.
She tried to hit me up on my way out of the
She's
parking
got
lot
no
the other
fingers.
day. I just waved at her.
She's got no. She's.
I'm like,
she's
hey, how you
literally.
doing?
I don't.
She's like,
So
she's
the hand
y-
or something. How does she take it?
I don't. Okay. No. Wait a minute. All right. Pause the game. Pause.
Yeah.
Pause.
All right.
Time out. I'm rolling. Pause. Okay. So Matt can attest to this. So
I can.
She was here today. All right, and she was sitting on the front porch waiting for someone to come out so she could panhandle for money.
Sure.
She doesn't want to panhandle for money. She actually hit me up like in December, and she said, "This is awful. I shouldn't be telling this because the woman is. It's I don't know if they're birth defects, but she has absolutely no fingers on her hands. Right?
That's
No
a problem.
fingers on her hands. But she's young. She's only in her early 20s, probably.
So she's not a thalidomide baby. She's too,
No.
too young.
I don't know what it is.
She's also not a typist.
No, she's
No,
not.
she's not.
No,
That's
no, no, no.
inappropriate.
But it
Mike.
is.
That was wrong.
It is
That
wait,
was
no,
fucking
wait.
It
wrong.
is one of
What's
the
inappropriate?
jobs
Shame
I
on you,
suggested
Mike.
don't
No.
offer to her.
Shit, thank you, Mike. We were talking about that earlier. I'm
We
like,
were.
bitch, call 911. I dare ya. How you gonna do it? Anyway,
I feel better
she
about my
says
typist
yes.
comment.
she says, no, wait. She says,
He
excuse-
lowered the bar.
She hits me up at 9 o'clock in the
So
morning,
what'd
and
she
she says,
say?
hey, "This is what she says. This is back in December.
Okay.
She's been still mingling around,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
she says, Mister, I was like, yeah, and she's like, do you have any jobs for me? I'll do anything. I'm like, it just snowed, so I'm like, you want to shovel the sidewalk? I was joking,
Yeah.
right? She goes, yeah, I'll do it. I'm like, all right, fine. So I'm like, I'll give her $10 if she's, it's only 5 minutes worth of work. You know what I mean? So I was going to be a nice guy. We walk into the foyer and I'm looking for I'm turning off the alarm and I'm grabbing the shovel and she goes, but I'll suck your dick for $5. I'm like, you just go. It's time to go. It's time to go.
You're like, wait
But
a
I'm
minute.
like, but how are you? Listen,
yeah.
I'm holding up my hands and
Yeah.
Who
There
makes
were-
her price sheets?
Who makes it
right, I know. She would have made $10
Yeah,
for
like-
shoveling.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
She's down at
who
Kinko's.
gives
Yeah.
her menu pricing?
Yeah. I need this laminated.
Yeah.
Why? You don't want to know.
Yeah, so bad.
She's going with her strengths.
Yeah, that's
She would not be able to.
There's no strength there.
She could-
There's
No, but I'm saying.
I
But
see
she
what you're
probably
saying.
couldn't cup the balls the way you like.
Yeah, no, that's just
no.
awful.
She just takes the
no.
takes the
I mean,
knuckles
she
and nubs
literally
them.
Knuckles, she knuckles the
No,
balls.
yeah, she-
Knuckle
Takes
ball.
both hands and presses them
Knuckle
together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a clap.
oh,
Yeah,
Oh, that'd
like a
hurt.
wrist clap.
Yeah, like a
Well, you don't do it hard.
clap
I mean,
on,
she
clap
probably-
off.
all right, game on. Fuck this thing. All right, Goldfinger. He's the man with who hasn't gone yet?
I haven't gone.
Jules, what do you got for us? buddy?
He's the man with the small plates, or tapas, if you will.
Oh, tapas, if you will.
Oh.
You gotta say it like Fargo. Oh, you know. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Goldfinger. He's the man with the tapas and the.
The small plates, or tapas, if you will.
All right. Who did what? We cut the game off. Have you been,
Yeah.
Brian? Have you
Yeah,
done that?
yeah, mine sucked.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
sucked. And
Yeah.
Mikey P,
Oh,
you
let
went
me see if I
first.
could suck worse. Go ahead.
Okay. He's the man.
Got gold.
The man with
Express written consent of the National Basketball Association.
oh, for crying out loud.
I'm just glad I don't have to use that one anymore.
Are we really down to 4 cards and you guys are running on this kind of empty?
This
game.
is what we got. These are the hands we were dealt.
Oh,
Yeah, it's kind of like life.
Literally, actually.
Yeah, one out of every 7 things that happens to you is decent. Everything else sucks.
wow. Is that like days of the week?
Yes.
All right, dude. You
Uh-oh.
got to go to space. Blank is awesome in space. Dude. That's how it's spelled with like 14 U's. You gotta go to space. Blank is awesome in space. Jules.
This kid I found is awesome in space.
All right. Okay. This kid is fuck. These cards suck
Yeah,
tonight.
they're not. I didn't get any.
It's all
dirty
right.
Ones.
That's okay. You didn't get any. Yeah, we're gonna have to mix them up a little
Yeah,
more.
I need dirtier ones.
You do need dirty ones.
You need to go through the deck and only leave.
Speaking
dirty
of dirty ones, how about the underpants down at the end there, Mr. Mikey P? Dude, you have got to go to space. Blank.
Getting me too'd.
Me too. Like
That's right.
Hashtag me too
Hashtag me
Me
too.
is awesome
sorry.
in space.
Okay, here I'm going to break out of the game for a second.
Uh-huh.
I
We're doing
don't
it-
know that I will ever be able to look at a pound sign and say hashtag
Why? Because it's pound.
because it's always been fucking pound for the first 40 years of my life.
Yeah.
And so my kids are constantly like, it's a hashtag, Dad.
Yeah, it's
I'm like, only in the last 10 to 15 years, dude. Because for the
Not
rest of
even.
eternity,
Even.
it was a fucking pound sign.
All right, so
All right, I'm off. I'm done.
Cool story, bro.
you done? Okay, so you want to go? So you basically want to say, pound me too.
That's right. Pound me too. That's right. I'm going.
Well
I'm
done,
going
Mikey.
with pound me too.
Okay, and space is awesome.
You're like,
Moving right
why
along.
is everybody so mad?
You just pounded me.
Yeah, that's
All right,
right.
it's only gave you pushback. We talked about that earlier. Dude, you've got to go to space. Blank.
How quiet the forest is, man.
That was pretty good.
He did get into character, so that, I mean, it's like Jill's sexy voice. I got to give her a point for that. All right, so let's see if our comedian guest can come up with something a little better. Dude, you got to go to space. Blank.
Stapling a butterfly to a cow.
I want to do it.
It's awesome in space.
Call Elon Musk right now. Make it happen.
That's right.
Because he definitely would. Right? He would. Holy shit.
Let's do it.
Oh,
I've
shit.
seen it written
How do
down. I have to do it.
that? See, this is where it gets difficult because both of those are very clever answers,
Yes.
and I got to take this. I got to take some stuff off. I'm starting
tell you
to
that-
sweat over here.
His answer was kind of Salvador Dali.
Yeah, it was.
Yes.
It did have a lot of
Yeah.
it had a lot of
Cats
spirit
and a
to it.
clock and a mirror.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
it was stapling a butterfly to a cow
To a cow.
Yeah.
in space
Sure.
is
That shit only happens on hard drives.
awesome in space. Is awesome in space. Where's my
That-
girlfriend? Is she here? Where the hell is she? She hiding from me? Oh, you have to. Why do they keep spelling it like this? Oh, you have to see this new documentary on Netflix. I don't want to give anything away, but let's just say it will change the way you look at blank. Yeah. So there you go. There's our next question.
Change the way you
And
look
we all
at
have
things.
only one card left, so we have to go with what's in our
All right.
hand.
Oh, you guys have one card. I have three cards here, so I'm going to make something easier. All right.
Yeah, no, that
Oh,
actually.
all right.
Actually
yeah, no,
worked
the,
for me
what,
to
the
end
one
on.
card
All right,
I have.
that's right.
kinda
I thought
works
we
with
had a
that.
few left to go. I'm sorry. I actually had extra cards in my hand. Okay, so let
That
me
whole
read it
arithmetic
again. Let me
thing,
read
it's
it
a
again.
bitch, man.
Oh, you have to see the new documentary on Netflix. I don't want to give anything away, but let's just say it will change the way you look at Big Brian Henderson.
Before I say this, I'm just going to say that my hair is not long enough for this to actually work.
Okay,
I'll say it
but-
anyway. The persecution of Buddhists by the American-backed government of South Vietnam.
Oh my God! Listen. Oh. Wow. Something has got to give with the. I might have to screen these cards for you guys next time. Okay. I don't want to give away anything, but. Oh, that was noisy. But let's say it will change the way you look at Mikey.
Politics.
Oh.
No, God. I
That
didn't
was
even
a
say
short
that.
version of what I say.
I know. This is fucking
Oh,
horrible.
slim pickings. I guess we're running out of cards here. All right. No, let's see. Jules, you want to go? I don't want to give anything away, but let's just say it will change the way you look at
It'll change the way you look at an ambitious woman who wears pants.
Ew. You
So
mean
it's pro-
cankle pantsuit?
It's either
It's
about
Cankle-
Hillary Clinton
Yes.
or Martha Stewart.
Oh, cankle pantsuit.
Yeah.
Or Dr. Burke's now. They're calling her the pantsuit. The Fauci in the pantsuit. Or Fauci in the scarf. Fauci in the scarf, is that
Fauci
what
in
it
the
is?
scarf. That's right.
It could be about Ellen.
Oh, it could be.
Or,
That's right.
yeah, she doesn't
Oh,
wear
yeah.
suits
Yeah,
so
yeah,
much,
she is.
though.
It doesn't matter.
Well,
it could
yeah,
be one of the
reasonably.
three. If
Oh,
it was
it's just
Regardless,
pants,
I'm not
pantsuit.
watching it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No.
Oh.
0 stars.
0 stars.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jen, you're going to finish this up. I think you're in. I think this will put you over the top if this is the winner. All right, but let's let's just say it'll change
competition.
the way you look at.
That boring ass white bitch from work.
Oh, well done. All right,
We
ladies
all
and
know one of
gentlemen.
those.
That was fantastic. Fantastic. Well, the
Strong
newbies,
close.
the
Strong
newbies
close.
came in here and won that round, and Squishy Bear japped on us, and he did not defend his title, so he actually loses, and he will be beaten severely above the head and face for his, his forfeiture. So, listen, I have been toting that you, Mikey P., one of my favorite people on the whole planet, is a rock star. I've been telling people for 16 episodes now that you are a professional musician and a rock star. You are the lead guitar player in a band called Double Down. You've been in a million bands over the years, haven't you?
I have.
Yeah, and you've been playing the guitar since you're how old?
6.
6, and you're almost 40 now, right?
Sure. Now you're one of my favorite people.
I do have something to divulge.
Oh, okay.
May I?
Yeah, please,
Oh, shit.
absolutely.
Is
Jen-
this about the
actually, you
bagels
know
on the
what,
penis?
Mike? Hold on a second. Before you go, let's do this, okay? Mikey, why don't you get set up? Slide over to that. Slide over. Give your earphones so you and your wife can't transfer coronavirus. So she's actually going to take your seat. So if you have it, you're going to give it to each other because then I don't have to change microphone covers. If you guys want to change microphone covers when you're leaving, just there's fresh microphone covers in front of you. Jen, put the headset on there, sweetheart. There you go. Now you can hear me. See, isn't that much more better? All right. So now, what were you going to say?
Tomorrow
Tomorrow.
is Mr. Michael Panessa's 50th birthday.
What?
No. We're not doing a drinking episode on Mike's birthday. You do realize now that we have to stay here for another 2.5 hours. Wait a minute. How come? I don't understand this. Why did you get banged up last night and you're all hungover?
Well,
Into
It's
the
kind
microphone. Talk to.
I'm
You
sorry.
don't look at
See?
him. He
Newbie.
can't help you.
it's my tradition that birthdays are more than just a day.
Uh-huh.
So
It's a weekend.
birthday can last a weekend, it can last a week, it can
Mhm.
last up to a month if you play your cards right. But you milk that sucker for everything it's worth.
I see. Okay. All
And we've
right.
been married long enough that he knows that about me, so I just
So Big Mikey P is celebrating his. I don't believe it. Cut him open. Grab him and cut him open. Count the rings.
cut the rings.
Yeah.
Is that a dye job?
That's right.
So you guys have been married for 20
No,
years. You have
it's
2
real.
beautiful children, and you still allow your husband to go out and act like a child a couple nights a week with me, who is the biggest child in this room. Only because I'm 6'5", and I think I'm taller than everyone, and I'm younger than everyone too, because I'm 13, 12 and a half. I'm 13 soon.
That's nice.
Absolutely. That is one of the secrets to a happy marriage
Uh-huh.
is allowing the other person to just be them.
Oh, marital advice for you younger folks in the audience today.
They gotta do their thing. I would never dream of keeping him away from doing
Right.
Because in all fairness, that's what attracts you to the person in the first place.
Exactly.
Right,
Why
exactly.
stifle that?
So why try to after you marry them or catch them or whatever? Why would you want to change
Catch
them?
being the operative word.
Exactly. Catch. I love how she said that. You actually said catch like trap.
After you snare them.
Snare.
Mikey P, your microphone is off, so don't even bother. You are not a part of this conversation, so just sit there and
Darn
watch.
it.
All right, so no, I'm leaving this all up to your wife. I'm letting. Oh, this is good stuff. I mean, there's sound bites. She's going once you trap them. Snare,
Trap,
catch.
snag.
Yes. All
That's
right.
right.
Choose your verb.
Okay. You know what? I get it. My girlfriend's sitting right there, and she hates me. Oh, yeah, she's going to hate me in a minute because we're going to talk about her sleeping habits. Because my beautiful girl, and she just finally showed up. Do you have a glass of wine? Huh? I knew you should have stayed home. Yeah, you're right. But it's a good thing because, we could pick on you. Well, I won't do it then. All right. So let me turn your microphone up there, Mikey P. And you're going to play us, what are you going to play for us?
Going to play a tune I wrote, I don't know, probably 15 years ago with a band called Seven Green. And it's a tune that was written about a guy named Marcus, who's a fictional character, but I imagine him a fellow. Now I'm armed with a guitar, so it's likely I could put this guitar right through your skull. But
sorry,
no, I expect it. It was a story. It was about the pier or the wharf down in Boston, and it was the first time I ever saw fishmongers. Where they actually throw fish back and forth.
All right.
And there was a young guy working there, maybe 22, 23, happy, like he just looked like he was where he was supposed to be, very satisfied with what he was doing. He was having fun. He was really good at it. And so he was the inspiration for this song, a song called Marcus. So it kind of goes like this. Marcus works at the market. Man, can he throw a fish? Been working there since he was 18. Started college, didn't finish. But he says, I really like what I do, it makes me happy. Ain't that the way it's supposed to be? I really like what I do, it makes me happy. I can see the people and I can smell the sea. Marcus wakes without a clock. He lives in a bungalow down by the dock. He says my rent's only $50 a week, but it's more than nice enough for me. He said, I really like where I live, it makes me happy. Ain't that the way it's supposed to be? I really like where I live, it makes me happy. I can see the people and I can smell the sea. I can smell the sea. And the people said, na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey Marcus, na 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 na. Hey Marcus, na 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 na. Marcus has a lot of friends. Everybody thinks a lot of him. He's always there to lend a hand. And if you need a fish, well, he's your man. He said, I really like who I am, it makes me happy. Ain't that the way it's supposed to be? I really like who I am, it makes me happy. I can smell the people and I can smell the sea, yeah. I can smell the sea, yeah. And the people said, na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey Marcus, na 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 na. Hey Marcus, na 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 na. Hey yeah.
Woo! Oh my God, Mikey P in the house. Oh my God, it was amazing. See, I toted that he's been a rock star since he started the show, and he proved me wrong. No. No, Mikey, thank you, my friend. You are phenomenal. No, and an original tune. Now, Jen, I have a question for you. I have a question for you. Is it like Aerosmith and they hate like the song Dream On because they've played it so many times? Have you heard that song like 40 million times in your 20-year marriage to Mr. Mikey P?
I have heard it a lot of times, yes.
But you still love it.
But I still enjoy it.
Put the
because I
microphone on
know-
your face.
Sorry.
It's okay. Nobody can hear you.
I still enjoy it. I have heard it a lot of times,
All
but the feeling behind it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
You know,
it
was
took a lot of
with
heart
him
to
when
write
he
that.
When he wrote it, and I know what he's thinking and feeling, and he sings some amazing covers, and he does such a good job at them. But there's somebody else's
It's somebody else's
feelings.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
that's
somebody
right.
else's words and stuff. So all of his originals, I of course enjoy.
And we were blessed with the
because
time.
I'm
Yeah,
biased,
absolutely
you know, of
phenomenal.
course.
Thank you so much, Mikey
Um,
B. I mean, that was amazing, dude. Absolutely
That's
amazing.
great.
That's how he won me.
Yeah, I know. I am so pissed that I didn't learn to play the guitar when I was 18. You know what I mean? I swear to God, I'm so
wrote me a
jealous of all the
song.
campfire lays I've missed out on.
He wrote
You
me
know-
a song and played it for me, and it was my song.
Yeah?
And that was the first night that he said that he loved me.
Oh,
Nice.
Look at how cute he is. He's adorable. He's a big squishy bear.
All right, well, then get out of there.
Jenny, don't go far. Jenny from the block. Stay right close. Get yourself another glass of wine. We're partying here high and live above the clouds at the Liquid Cloud Lounge. This is our drunk episode, and I'm starting to feel it. I'm about halfway through the bottle of Screwball. So I'm feeling pretty good tonight. How you feeling, Jules?
I'm okay.
You like 2 beers in.
I'm just 2 beers in. I'm
2
okay.
beers in. You want a shot?
No.
No. Shots.
What about you, Big Brian?
No, I'm actually good.
You're
I
good?
had,
What do you got over
little
there?
Had
Had.
had.
So you need another, is what you're saying. Because if I hit a social right now and I say,
Well,
technically,
so
yes, but show what? You got a
Base-
drink.
based on my melanin content in the vehicle I'm driving tonight, no, I will not.
I have a ride home.
You know, I used to say
And
the
Ubers
word,
won't pick you up, will they, Brian?
They might not. I don't want to chance it.
I
Uber
used to
still
have the
running?
words melatonin and melanin mixed up. It was embarrassing.
Very, very
He thought you were
tempting.
going to take a nap. He's like, what is he taking melatonin for?
Right. Based on my melatonin.
You're like, well, you're not allowed to sleep while you're driving.
And you know what? That is going to be Mikey P. That's your stage name. It's
Yeah.
Big Mikey P Melatonin.
Yes.
That snore sound effect is for him.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's right.
And I love torturing him with it. But mine is,
Oh my God.
oh, sorry. Excuse me. It was me. Oh, I'll get it again. Yeah. I know. I'm 13. Oh, God damn it. What the hell is smoking over there? The light. It's on
Oh,
fire.
it is.
Holy
It's, you know,
shit.
Is it? Yeah. Is there a fire exit
no.
here?
It's vape.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm just
Why
picking
is-
on you, Jules.
Why is the lamp vaping?
It's not. He's vaping right there. So.
Did you give her a rupee?
So actually, this is gonna.
Why is it?
Not yet.
Getting so weird.
Shut up, would you?
That's right. Everything's
It's still early. But this is going to be this is going to be a constant feature here at the Liquid Cloud Lounge because starting as soon as the coronavirus zombie apocalypse is over with, this broadcast is going to be live in color on YouTube, Twitch, streaming on Facebook, the Bookface, and we'll be doing this here at the lounge. And you can come down and get a kava drink. You can drink some really high-energy coffee. You can get all kinds of fun stuff except for alcohol here at the Liquid Cloud Lounge. This is a special occasion that we're drinking tonight. Anyway, so a couple of fun things going on. But I gotta move some bodies around. So, Jules, why don't you get yourself another beer and take a break for a minute? And I'm gonna slide the other comedian over here, and we're gonna do a little. We're going to talk about dating and because these guys are closely
Jesus Christ.
connected to it. You gotta-
like, oh no.
All right.
It's
So
about
this,
to get
uh,
uncomfortable.
I think so.
Yeah, it's the only way to get out of there.
You might have to uncomfortably crawl over me.
You can
All
just
right.
flip the table over. That'd be fun too.
All right, so I talked to this young lady. She's coming on the show here in the next couple of weeks, but I thought I'd give her a little.
I'll say this. I think
boost.
dating is hard for everyone. I really do. I think it's difficult for everyone. I just think it's much harder for comedians. Because, like, I'm really funny. Like, this shit is scripted, but you should see me on the fly. It's magic. And sometimes when I'm on a date, I want to tell a dude that. Like, hey, if we're having a bad conversation, it's you, buddy. It ain't me. I get paid for this shit. To me, dating feels like playing tennis with a child. I'm tired of chasing balls and telling you you're great. I want it back and forth. I play with Serena Williams. You better step your game up. Like, I was on a date recently, and afterwards the dude was like, I would love to see you again. I had a really great time. And I was like, of course you did. That was amazing. I was funny. I asked him interesting questions about his life. I got to the heart of him as a person. But I did that. He interviewed me about comedy for an hour. It wasn't a date, it was a podcast. I don't want a fan, I want a boyfriend. Unsubscribe.
That's right. I'm trying to bring her in. I've sent her a couple of messages. We've been going back and forth. She's actually obviously her tour's canceled, so she's not able to get out there and be funny and in person in front of people. So hold on a second, Mike. I got your mic.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, so the destruction of her career is
the coronavirus zombie apocalypse and then our podcast.
So we'll be able to capitalize on that.
Absolutely, yes. That's what we're hoping for. So
that's great.
So she brings up dating as a comedian, and I got these two comedians in studio tonight. So I thought we'd talk a little bit about dating, and not that you guys are in the dating market, but Mike and I are 50, and we're way removed from like the social media or the Tinder and whatever other fucking things that are out there. No, I don't point. How long you been married?
I've been married for 14 years.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
He
is way out of the game.
I don't know.
Listen, I bumped into a very pretty woman at a bar before all of this happened. And my words to her were, I had no idea what to say.
she was
like,
sorry, I didn't know
excuse me.
All right, so here's this.
That was his moves.
Right. Yeah.
So we do this.
My wife is not worried at all.
That's right. She's like, oh, look at him go.
Right.
He's like a puppy.
She's like, give him another beer. Just watch what happens.
No. You keep going. You keep talking to him. I'm having a good time.
All right, so there's only one person here that's possibly even closely removed from using that kind of app. See, I've never used Tinder. I never swiped right or left. But I've come across a few profiles that I think that TP Squared, our TPP program, which is our Tinder profile promotion. I mean, there's a couple of young ladies that are on the market today that I thought we'd help out a little bit because in this day and age, the coronavirus is we're struggling. You know what I mean? You can't. I mean, I feel bad for single people because if you're wearing a mask, how you dating? Right? I mean, you literally put a mask, right? You can't talk to anybody.
It helps ugly people, though.
Oh, it does. It's like you guys.
Is their come up time.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah, if you can talk good and you got
Man,
game,
your
you're like,
time
hey,
is
you
now.
doing?
Yeah.
Time is now.
Susie Snaggletooth is
That's
going to
right.
be rocking it.
And you got that $1,200 stimulus. Now's the time, man.
That's
Now is the time.
yeah, but you
Ball
can't
out
take her
till
anywhere.
you fall out. Listen, y'all can go to Walmart and get some TVs. Make it happen.
Hopefully
That's right.
That 1,200
That's all they need is
lasts
a
till the
TV.
end of the Rona,
Right.
And then you don't got to worry about it no more.
Because you hooked in at that point. Yeah, you locked in.
Right.
You locked in.
So Ugly Bra. Well, these girls have got a lot of skills. So unfortunately, the TV's not working right now. So we're having some technical difficulties here at the Stupid Human Studio. And but I'm gonna paint a little picture. Okay, I'm gonna read you the title. It's A is for Apple. And Apple is a redhead with some freckles and a few extra pounds. And the picture that she's showing is her grappled onto a tree like a koala bear, and she's got an apple in her mouth like a pig on a spit. And it says Brendan, 26, and she's only 72 miles away. She was active 5 hours ago. And about Brendan, my dumbass parents gave me a boy's name, is what she writes in her title.
Agreed.
But they call me Apples. Obviously, that goes back to the picture. A is for Apple and the title. I can fit an entire apple in a mouth. What more do you need to know? And my favorite letter is D. Oh, I wish I could show you the picture of this farm animal. But she's single, boys. Swipe right, swipe left.
I have to go left.
Silence. Crickets.
Left.
Fuck.
Hard left.
I don't even know what is it. Is
Left
left
is
to get
bad,
rid of?
yeah,
Left
no.
is bad. Okay.
Okay,
Pass.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I think
I'm the only one that may have ever used the app in this.
In this room. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. I
This is
I gotta give you
terrible
guys just a visual because this is great. She's beautiful. She's so cute.
So
What do you think, boys?
everyone here's been to
Whoa.
what's the adoption agency for all the animals there? Lollipop Farm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
You think
that-
she'd do better at Lollipop than she would at Tinder?
Well, you know the
Poor Brandon,
the
26 years
massive-
old. She's a, you know.
I think
John-
they measure them
John
in
will like
hands. As how they measure cattle.
Yeah.
She looks about
But-
17 hands high
Yeah.
or wide.
You're familiar with the at least 30-hand high fiberglass bull that is out back of Lollipop
Is that
Farm.
I
Oh,
no. I
no.
don't
There's a
know.
massive
No.
cow
Yeah.
Oh.
that is,
Is that-
very large. Strangely reminiscent.
Strangely reminiscent.
Youch! Wow.
So are you
I
shaking?
was-
You're shaking
was-
your head.
I
That's
was
what you're
correct
saying. You're
in the
shaking your
left
head.
swipe.
All right, left swipe on this one. All right, so now this one, she is a little in the. She appears to be a little cuter. Lily is just about 20 years old. She's only 14 miles away, but she was active 2 days ago.
2 days ago, she's already hooked up.
Yeah, and, but Lily
You definitely abused this before.
Right. Yeah.
Lily claims to be a dog lover, and this is her profile picture.
How much of a dog lover? That's too much of a dog lover.
She's got 2 full-size kabosses hanging out of her face like a walrus.
So
She-
here's my question.
yeah. Why would she put that?
mathematically, what is anybody gonna do with that?
I don't have
who
a
is-
close enough friend to enjoy that.
Who is sticking their leg in your mouth? how am I getting enjoyment from that?
Yeah.
What is
You're like,
the?
yeah.
We are 2 for 2.
I don't have
2 for
any
2.
friends that are that
We are
close.
trying to do what we can for
Here's
these
the
young
thing.
ladies. It's hard dating at this
That
age.
is, if throwing a hot dog down a hallway was a person.
Orally.
Yeah, that's literally what she has just done to her.
She jammed 2 sausages in her mouth, and they're hanging out like eye teeth on a walrus.
Oh
That's what we're dealing with here. That's Lily, and she's 20. So,
Oh,
I to be honest with you, I wish we could scroll to the other photos because that's a little
her to
disturbing. All right, so let's go
on
to
a
the next
sweater.
one.
Well,
This
like-
one's titled. This one's just titled Meow. Okay.
Is she
She's-
gonna put a cat in her mouth?
Jeez.
no, she's not going to put a cat in her mouth. And
Then
as I
left
scroll,
swipe.
she's
Hey, don't knock pussy in the mouth before you try it.
hey.
That's why I said left swipe.
All right. This young lady is okay. She says her title is Meow. She is Asian and of Asian descent. She's got glasses on like a little librarian. She's got the little clipped fucking bangs, and she's cute. And she's wearing a Hello Kitty shirt. But the Hello Kitty shirt looks to be pushed to maximum density. Not that she's fat, because I don't think she's fat. But Amy is
Do you
23
think
years
she's
old.
Augmented?
No, she says in her bio that this is about Amy, and she says in my third photo, which is the one we're looking at, she says that I'm wearing 21 shirts. So, I guess she lost a bet, and she had to put 21 shirts on,
That's better than
and
the
she looks like
tattoo
a
I have.
linebacker. No, I mean, but her face is still kind of cute, and then she finishes up with, "I also do anal." But the picture I got to show you.
But you also said she hasn't put a cat in her mouth, and
I also do anal.
then you said she was Asian. So
She said, I
I see
also
some glaring
do anal.
contradictions
Right.
here.
She says,
Right.
I'm wearing 21
Why are those
shirts.
separate things?
I mean,
Right.
I'm
Right.
wearing
I'm
21.
wearing 21 shirts, and I also do anal.
And I also.
Why are those,
Why are those in the
mutually
same
exclusive?
conversation?
Yeah. No. What she's trying to do is she's setting the boundaries. I'll wear
I
21
will do
shirts
one
and
or
then
the
all
other.
the way to anal. So
Right.
there's a lot of shit in between there.
Right.
Massive.
There's a lot of Probably a couple laws get broken in
She's
between.
giving you a
there.
grid there. Yeah, that's
this is
there's
why
some
we need-
UCMJ there.
That's right.
But it just doesn't. I'm so disappointed that our monitor is not working. That is the visual component for you guys to look at this. But especially with Stay Gold Pony Boy, and I added the Pony Boy. She just says Stay
Oh,
Gold.
we didn't decide if we were swiping left or right for that one.
Oh yeah, you got to swipe.
I'm gonna have to
Is she-
swipe right on that one.
You're gonna go right.
I've never been with an Asian girl.
You've never been with an
I have
Asian
to.
girl,
Yeah,
and
gotta
you're
try.
like, I'm going with
Right.
like you're trying to do the mathematical equation of how thick those T-shirts are
Right.
to determine the
Exactly,
21 layers. It's got to be several inches, probably more like 6 or 8 based on the picture.
I mean, honestly, she could look like the first two, but if you could check it off the list, you can check it off the list.
All right,
There's some
well,
there's some
all
rational.
right. So now we've got Shannon. She's your age. She's a handsome young lady. She's wearing an
So
all
swipe
gold
left.
suit. She's wearing an all gold suit that looks like she came from outer space. Yeah, and she's sporting and rocking a very cool femule, which is, if for everyone out there listening, is a female mullet. And glasses. And then she says, I am a constant work in progress. I'm not who I used to be, but every day is one day closer to what, who, and where I want to be. She looks like from another fucking planet.
Yeah, what day is this one?
Yeah, exactly.
Where
What?
is
Like,
where
Yeah,
she
are we
wants to
over
be.
the threshold? or-
she's only 5 miles
still
away.
trying
You
to
could
get to
be
the
there in
halfway
10
point?
minutes.
Yeah,
Are we going to pin neckties on cats or something? With
Right.
it? Or was- or
No,
like, is that
you're
what-
going to play the Space Invaders version of Dungeons and Dragons with this girl before you get any booty. Yeah, based on the female mullet, the femule, I like to refer to it as, and the gold spacesuit that she's wearing, gold shoes, white socks, gold spandex that are pushing maximum density, and this linebacker armor that's gold plated. It's kind of disturbing. It's I can't.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not even out on the gold. It's the femule.
It's the
Right.
it's the
That-
female
that is-
mullet.
that's-
Oh,
yeah, that's-
then
that's
you,
the
you
problem.
got
That's really the issue,
You
yeah.
have to see.
Right.
Keep talking.
Yeah, that's actually the issue. Where
Oh my God.
wow.
Sweet Jesus.
No,
that was a straight from the '80s glam picture.
I
Oh, no,
stand by my statement. It's the femule.
Yeah.
yeah,
She is
That with a
Jane
bob.
Dirt. She was Joe Dirt's sister.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Joe
She
Dirt's
may
sister.
have been Joe
Yeah.
Dirt's brother.
May have been.
Well,
Remember,
I think
she's
we have
on
a
a
winner.
journey.
Right, and
We don't-
every day she's closer to her true self.
That's right.
So
You
It's
don't
just a
know
matter
what
of a
that
couple
exactly
$1,000
entails.
and a surgeon willing.
exactly.
Well, based
Okay.
on
Does she
our-
have a tail?
a rat
I don't
tail.
Or did she have a
Did
tail?
she have a tail?
Yeah.
She waited for the
Or
full
is she
mule
seeking
to
a
grow
tail?
in.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
that should be one of the first 3
Oh,
questions
for
on a
crying
speed
out
date.
loud.
Have you? Do you have or have you ever had a tail? Yeah, that's what I want to know.
My walls are falling down. The studio is it's under construction and we got a lot of work to do.
Just
but-
like you.
yeah, I know, and that's never going to happen. Because I refuse to see a therapist, so there will be no self help.
This is therapy.
It is kind of therapeutic.
It is,
It's
right,
kind
it
of
is.
therapeutic, but
That's
you know,
right.
here's how I look at it.
It's
This
definitely
is-
not the multiple glasses of liquor that have me relaxed.
Yeah. Oh, technically, yes, but so
Technically,
what?
yes, but so
Drink
right.
up, boys and girls. Let's get a social going. Mm. My beautiful girlfriend's in the studio, and
Still.
I love this girl. She is my favorite person on the planet. I really do. Yes. Don't sit there and I don't talk about you on the show ever because you never because you can't hear. My beautiful girlfriend is legally deaf. She's deaf. She can't hear. She can only read my lips, and I'm turning my face so she can see what I'm saying. But I'm going to play some sound effects, which are reminiscent of last night. What do you think? Should I do it or no? No.
Wow, dude,
Babe.
you're gonna get kicked in the
Babe.
face.
I know. And I don't give a fuck. All right. So. all right.
That's just
So this
foreplay
is
at your
my,
house.
my
Soviet
and
wooden
I can't
toys.
pick on her when she's not here. So that's just not fair. But she's
Right.
here. If she'd like to get up and defend herself, there's a microphone right there. Okay, so just put your face on the microphone. You can talk if you want. I'm turning it on.
Nah.
Right now. I'm turning the microphone on if you
No.
want to. Okay, so my beautiful girlfriend has lots of class. I don't even believe that she actually takes a dump. right? I don't believe it's possible.
No girls do.
Because she doesn't smell. She doesn't.
don't.
No,
They don't.
she's like Houdini with poop. Yep,
They take it and
Yeah.
internalize it. in
she
a
doesn't
great-
fart. She doesn't fart in public. She doesn't fart in private.
Right.
But she has a little bit of problem with her sleeping habits. She
Oh.
snores.
Ah.
Yep, and I've never seen this before, but when she sleeps with her knees bent on her back and her knees bent like she's just resting in bed. I never saw anybody do that.
Like a kangaroo?
No, just sitting, like laying on your back with your knees up.
like she's
Okay.
reading a book.
That's
Like she's reading a book, exactly.
That's-
It's like it doesn't make any
kind of
sense.
like a marsupial.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a dead spider.
Not
Turtle.
spread out.
I'm
just
not gonna lie. When you said
Turtle.
it
Knees-
the first time, I thought
knees
you
up
meant, like,
on your back,
the
knees
back,
up.
Like
Okay.
on the back,
No,
looking
just
at the ceiling, or like
yeah,
propped
just
up
looking.
against
No,
the
just
back of
looking
the
at
bed.
this. Looking
like
at the
in
ceiling.
crunch position.
Are the knees
Yeah,
in the
so-
crunch position, or are they in like the sit-up position?
Right.
In a sit-up position, like she's getting ready to go.
Oh.
Just give it a couple of
You know what? Mine does
crossover.
that too.
Huh?
Yeah.
Mine does that too.
I've never seen that in my
It's the-
life.
I wake up in the middle of the night.
I
and,
can't
like,
sleep on anything but my
there's knees
face,
Just
and I think
attacking
it's
me.
because this is what
I don't get
happens
it.
in my
Yeah,
room.
I think all women do that.
This is what happens when I'm sleeping. All right, I'm laying there watching TV, and that's what I hear.
A little snoring.
That's you. Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah. That sounds like my old cellmate.
Yeah.
Whoa, did I say that out loud?
This is. You can get up and defend yourself. Oh, hold on. Wait for it, because it's breathe in. It's timed perfectly for breathe in. There it is. Wait, then breathe in.
Yeah, I got a new name for you.
It's the pre-exhale.
I don't
That's
give
right.
a fuck.
It's
DJ Gas.
you know what? That is literally like the blow off
She's
valve of
sleeping
people.
poopy.
Yes.
That's what she
They
is.
can't do
She's-
it when they're awake.
No, honey, and I
That's
love
healthy.
you. I love you, Bubby.
That's healthy. For
I
you.
do
much
it.
booze.
No, and I pick on you only because you're here, and you refuse to get on the microphone. Yeah, no, she says. There's not enough alcohol in this building for her to get on the microphone, but she will sing karaoke if we get her drunk enough, right? All right.
Hey,
So
hey, this,
all right,
this-
so
this
let's go.
Peanut butter liquor is odd.
It's
You
well,
peanut
you,
butter
odd.
liquor down
yeah,
there?
but you sat there with it, Mike. It's all
I
diluted
can
now.
see the water on top of it.
Yeah,
I
you-
can literally
you
see it's
ruined
clear
it.
on
Now,
top.
now, it started odd. It's just
You're
getting
like
odder.
Yeah, you gotta chug that now.
Right.
Yeah.
no, you don't have
Anyway.
to chug it, but you got to sip it while it's still
I'm
cold.
working. I have my liquor.
Yeah,
I
no,
have my
it's-
iron smoke bourbon.
Mm.
Now I'm working on. I'm topping it off with a Rohr
We got to
Bocker
get
Scotch Ale.
Iron Smoke, friends of the show. I love Tommy Burnett. He is one of my favorite people on the whole planet. Have you ever seen him perform? I mean, he's been around. He's been around as long as you have performing. He was with Immaculate Mary, and then he went off on a couple of studio gigs. He worked with some of the most amazing people in the world, and now he owns Iron Smoke Distillery out in Fairport and is slaying it. I mean, he has.
Yeah.
But you know what he's doing? This is really cool. This is what I love about this guy. He's just like this down to earth man. Hey, what's going on? What the fuck, dude? How are you? And you
Yeah.
know what he's doing right now? He's not making whiskey.
yeah.
They're making hand sanitizer.
Nice.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
for
They're
him.
making hand sanitizer and they're donating it to the hospitals in the area because they have the equipment and they're doing. I mean, just cool people, cool stuff.
If he
You know
was
what I
super
mean?
cool, he would just donate the booze. They
Oh,
could-
yeah.
If they want to use it, if they want to use it for hand sanitizer,
Yeah,
fine.
You know.
You know, if they want to drink it, that's
Yeah.
good too.
Well, yeah, back like if you're getting a bullet removed in the Old West,
Yeah.
it's like here, drink this and then pour it on it.
That's right. Exactly.
Or vice versa.
It's
It
a
didn't matter what
twofer.
order. Yeah, that's
It
right.
worked for my
Yeah.
grandpappy. It'll work for me.
That's right. Sanitize and sterilize and pickle.
All at once.
All right, we're not going any further with this Tinder profile promotion.
Can I give you a
'cause-
hint how
Uh,
guys my age and younger actually use Tinder?
no,
Oh, yes.
but go ahead. Yes,
I'm
I gotta know this.
I'd be
I'm giving
curious.
up. Let's
I
live
am curious.
vicariously.
Yeah.
I feel
You feel
I'm betraying men here.
Okay.
But as a 31-year-old, I'm no longer part of this group.
Okay.
Not only am I engaged, but I'm not dating.
Right. Well, that
shit.
helps with the engagement.
Yes, yeah, that definitely will help the engagement last
Definitely a
longer.
solid part of that.
Even if I wasn't engaged, still not dating.
Right.
Not what I want to be
Right.
doing with
Right.
my life anymore.
Right.
Sure.
Guys swipe right on everything and sort it out after the fact.
So they
Cast a
just
wide net.
100%.
yeah,
Everything
right,
goes to the
exactly.
That's funny.
Right. Everything goes to the right, and then if a girl swipes right on you,
then you
match, and then you're like, oh,
never
oh
mind.
no,
Never mind.
no, delete
sorry.
that.
I mean, you're not even remotely.
That's
like,
hilarious.
Selective. I
No.
mean,
You just go with the numbers.
As quick as you can get it done, 'cause you get 50 or 100 or whatever per day. You just
Oh, so you're only allowed so
Oh
many
my
likes
God.
a day?
yeah.
Yeah, you should see this
Yeah,
guy's
you
hand
literally
move.
just-
He's done it a
Yeah,
lot.
Done.
Yeah, Jesus.
Done.
Wow, he's got. I mean, he's he's
Okay.
flying through
100%
that.
right through it, done.
Wow.
And then you wait
Even
for your
in-
phone to
in
fucking chime and say,
demonstration,
"Yep, I made a
Yeah,
match."
I
I
know.
even-
But he was so accurate with his demonstration.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, he went through.
Yeah, that's. I'm impressed.
I'll be
Wow.
honest
Yeah,
with you.
you'd have to use
that's
some
getting the
lubrication. You
upgrade
start a little
for,
fire there.
for Pokemon Go is what that was.
I'm still
I'll
here
admit
one
it.
button pressing it. It's working.
And apparently,
That's why we need video in this fucking
I'm never
show.
getting laid. I got too slow of fingers.
All right, there's too much testosterone in this fucking place. Who's getting
There
out of
is.
here?
There
Get the
is.
one of you got to go. Yeah, I got to go to the bathroom.
He's got to go drink more.
All right, listen. I know. Listen, Big Brian, we're gonna have Mr. Brian Henderson. We're going to have you back on this show.
Absolutely.
You are a
Absolutely.
funny man, and I hope that this zombie apocalypse opens up the comedy clubs and gets past us,
Oh
so
my
that you can
God.
get out there and perform.
Yes.
If not, and you want to laugh while you're buying a car, and you're in the Rochester area, in the New York area, where would you go find you to buy a car?
You would find me at Henderson Ford at 810 Ridge Road in Webster.
Wait a minute. Your last name is Henderson?
Well, mine's a Finnish pronunciation.
Okay.
Don't let him,
Because I'm
don't
thinking
let
you
him
get a better
lie to
deal if you're talking to the owner.
Don't let him lie to you. His daddy owned a dealership.
I know. All right, say it again for us.
That's
It-
even harder.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
Now, do you sell cars online too, right? They'll ship them everywhere, right? With the new-
We are getting into online because all of this is kind of pushed
Sure.
us to
Force your
that.
hand,
Sure,
right.
sure.
But it's still easy to buy in person.
Yeah, no, I get it.
we
I
can.
get it.
But actually, I Monday I have got to go up to Fort Drum
Oh,
because a young man just.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I told him I was like I'm only doing this because I appreciate what you do.
Yeah.
I hate where you're at.
Right.
Yeah.
He's a soldier.
Yeah.
Good for you. Yeah,
He's
that's cool.
well, Matt don't know what I mean. He's a butter bar.
Yeah.
Oh no! Why'd you no?
all right, you got to explain now because
Nah.
none of us
He's
know
a
what the fuck you're
lieutenant.
talking.
Yeah.
He's
Oh.
a lieutenant.
Oh.
He's a brand new lieutenant, which means he's stupid.
Butter bar.
But yeah, it's a
butter.
butter.
What is a butter bar?
It's the first rank of
Oh,
lieutenant.
so like a
Yeah,
pat of
so
butter.
He is
it
the
looks like-
private
looks- yeah,
of the lieutenant
of
world.
the
Of
officer
the officer
rank.
world, right.
okay.
So
private.
it's we call it butter bar because it's one bar that's
Gold.
goldish.
Ish. Yeah. Margarine colored.
Yeah.
So you
At
were
best.
ex-army then.
Yes.
You were army.
Yes, I was Army.
Okay, and
Yeah.
you must have been army too because you
I'm
know the
currently Army, yes.
same. Okay, all right. So that's why you know the rankings. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you both for your service.
Yes, thank
I
you,
know
guys.
that's on a serious
Absolutely.
note.
And yeah, but they're funny, so
Thank
it
you
doesn't
for
have to
your
be
support.
serious.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah,
Mike,
have a
I was
good
gonna
time.
go.
And
I was
canned
gonna go into the
response,
Marine
open
Corps.
that up
You
for
know,
you.
Yeah.
Thank you for
that
your
was my
support.
thing. I was gonna go into the Marine Corps.
That's right.
Yeah, I was on my way, and
What
I thought
happened?
about it. I was like, because I'm a funny guy, so I'm like, there's no humor.
Right.
There's zero humor in the military.
Right.
But I thought about it. I actually sat there in a recruiter's office, and I was like, what am I going to do here? I mean, if I'm going to go in there, and I'm going to get, because I'm going to say something stupid, they're going to give me that, what they call KP duty, which is cleaning the fucking latrines, right?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
No, KP is.
Oh, that's
kitchen.
kitchen. That's kitchen.
Yeah,
What's the
kitchen.
bathroom? What's the
You know,
latrine
potatoes.
duty?
Latrine.
It's just called
Latrine's
latrine duty?
everybody, Yeah.
No, latrine duty.
Everybody
So
does
I
that.
came up with this concept that I formulated in my head that I was going to go, when I got latrine duty, that I was going to go in there, clean it, and then come back out. But before I come back out to go to the drill instructor to say, hey, I cleaned the bathroom, I did what I was supposed to, sir, right?
Right.
I was going to smear some peanut butter on one of the toilet seats, right? Just chunky peanut butter on the toilet seat.
And then-
When he came to inspect, I walk in and he'd go, what the fuck is that? And I'd reach down and I'd take a fingerful of it and I'd eat it in front of him and I'd say, tastes like shit, sir. He'd think I was the toughest fucking soldier in the history of fucking Army. So
I kind of want to go back in just to see that happen. Yeah, I would support you for that.
so, but then I decided that I better not go and get shot at for a living.
Yeah, I think you would have been fucked.
Yeah, I'm too big.
You would have been
Sorry,
just
you're
like
a
that guy.
massive
Although
target.
Big Brian, he's
Yeah,
I mean he's not little.
Well, I was a lot
Evasive.
smaller. I have put on like a whole mat since I've been out. So.
A whole mat.
That
The
is-
guy sitting next to you.
He would have
has
been like
mat.
Joker in Full Metal Jacket.
Right.
He would have had his guts spilled on the floor. Oh, you're the comedian.
You know what?
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, we had.
I gotta
we had one of
fucking
those.
crash it. Where the fuck is my sound effects? God damn it! I should have known. I should have known, Mikey. Oh.
Don't play that stuff for Brian. God, that's just
Anyway.
for me. Yeah.
All right, who's getting a drink? Because one of you two has got to get up from the console because we got to bring the lovely Jules back.
Or we need more mics.
We do. No, we don't need more mics. We just got to change the mic.
Yeah, I'm gonna change the condom. I'm gonna take the
change the
condom.
condom on the microphone.
Is that the condom? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
So we're calling him.
Well, it's a protective covering which keeps the coronavirus
At bay.
Just pull it.
It's not
Oh, yeah,
breathing
it's like a
back
rubber.
At me.
No,
Yeah.
you're good. You don't need to.
Well, I haven't used these in.
I turned your microphone. I turned your
Oh, okay.
microphone off, so it doesn't make all kinds of noise.
His voice carries though. He's got serious deep resonance.
He does. Oh, I know.
Yeah, he's got a good voice.
He does have a good voice. He's. You know what we should have
Him
done?
and
We
Jules
shoulda
should
had-
do their own show.
Very
We
Man
should have
Low
had him and
2.0.
Jules do just a segment of.
That's right.
something.
They
We should have done Letterkenny.
I know. Oh my
Sensual
God.
readings of Cards Against Humanity.
That's right.
I can't wait to go to video so you can see this stupidity in live
An
and
ambitious
color.
woman.
You know what I was thinking, Andy? After watching Letterkenny, I would like to have the softest birthday party ever.
You should with like rainbows and unicorns.
I want a horse dressed as a unicorn,
I know you do. I know you do. Oh, I know you
and
do.
I want to wear a pink party hat.
pink. Softest birthday ever.
And hopefully someone shows up and wants to fight.
Hey, you want some whiskey there, big boy?
Yes, he does.
I got some peanut butter whiskey right here.
No, I'm good.
I've also got Jameson and some rum.
All right, where's Miss
Oh,
Jules?
Jameson
Miss
and
St.
rum.
Jules, are you coming
My
back to the
God.
console? We miss
Usually
you,
we don't
honey.
mix them, but this is a
Because my
special
girlfriend's not going to
occasion.
come over here and talk and do anything. Unbelievable, you. So, Mikey P,
Yes.
we talked about all kinds of fun stuff tonight.
Yes, we did.
You never said what you were going to do with the $8.2 million if it dumped into your bank account.
You know what? $8.2 million. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to do, I'm going to take probably 15, 20%. I'm going to give it to a couple of my favorite charities, St. Jude's Children's Hospital
Don't forget about
and
McRib,
Salvation Army.
Salvation Armani.
Yeah, Salvation Armani. After that, I'm gonna hand some out to my friends. I don't want to be the only happy one in my vicinity.
Did you? Okay, so
And then I'm gonna
how deep does that list go? How?
and then
just
I'm
out of
gonna
curiosity.
yeah, it's I think those are the things that are top. I don't want a lot of material shit, but I would probably open up a couple of businesses that would employ people because employing people and making shit
Yeah.
that creates money and shit that goes on and on and on. It's not just give somebody money and then they spend it and they're fucking
Right.
you
Teach
know,
a man
it's
to
gone.
fish.
Exactly
he-
Yeah,
what they were
or
before.
I'd
give,
open
a
up
man,
s-
give
yeah.
a man a fish, he eats for
Yeah,
a
so
day,
I would do
teach a man
that.
to
Something that's gonna
fish.
live on.
Yeah.
And then after that, fuck, I don't know. I'm just playing my guitar and hunting and fucking painting and
You are a hillbilly.
surfing. I am a-
Painting.
Dig it.
yeah, I
Painting
paint.
what?
Painting.
Like,
Pictures.
are you an
canvas.
artist? Like canvas?
Walls.
I have a degree in
White.
art.
Did you paint a man in a boat?
I have a degree. It's not a great degree, and it's not a quality degree, but
Holy
Um,
shit.
yeah. There's a reason why I didn't go into that field. It was mediocre
Leonardo da
talent.
Vinci, you were not.
Yeah. If I had been born on a small island, possibly I could have been something. But yeah, it didn't really work out,
No.
So, but I don't regret anything. I've come to this illustrious place I am at my career, and I'm hanging out in the second story of a building in the middle of bumfuck Rochester. Talking.
Hey.
Oh, wait a minute.
Hey,
That was
you know
all-
what?
That was stream of consciousness.
We are the sixth
Okay.
largest metropolitan area.
That's right.
in New
There
York.
is
And
no
we are
Okay,
the number
so-
2 podcast
We
in
are
the nation.
the number 2. But here's okay. So listen, I wanted to give you a birthday gift because I wanted to do something special for you. but it's going to turn into be a little penance because of your
Of course.
attitude.
Oh, great.
All right, this is your penance. Okay.
Oh, God.
Rochester is ranked at the 172nd city in the country
For
living.
we're 170 what?
Second.
Wow, we're fucking
170
killing it.
It's not bad out of 500. Well, no, we suck. All right, so your job for the next episode and the future episodes is to go out and find a city that's better to live at than Rochester, and then come back to me with like a.
Should I start out blindfolded?
Yeah, I mean, you can throw a dart at a map.
Oh my God! I have to tell the audience and everyone else here, well, at least all 20 of us, your birthday present. You got me something last year, and I have to say it was one of the coolest fucking things anybody has ever done for me. It is one of the cool. It made my fucking year.
Well, no,
I had wanted
Jan. You might have to come and defend yourself on this.
I
one.
had wanted a banjo for a long time, and one day. Andy shows up at my house, pulls in a driveway, says, "Come outside, I got something for you. I found something." And he breaks out a banjo, and I swear to God, I fucking almost cried. I was like, "Holy shit, that is the coolest fucking thing anybody's ever done for me."
Banjos are expensive.
No.
Well, however he got it,
no, it was.
It was a little beat up, but I went and got it all hooked up at Stutzman's.
I got it at a pawn shop. I like to go to pawn shops and buy fun stuff. Yeah, I do. And Mike was like, my wife, I love her, and I love my kids, but for 5 years I've been asking for a banjo for Christmas, and nobody got me shit. Right? So it just stuck in my head, and I'm like, I saw it there. It was inexpensive enough.
Yeah,
It
was fantastic.
It wasn't cheap. It was a nicer one. It was,
No, it's good. It's perfectly fine. I've played it out live.
Have you?
I
See,
taught
that's
myself how to play
now
it,
I'm
and
bothered
play
by
a couple tunes.
I actually like a banjo.
I do
Yeah.
too. I like a little funny story is Kelly's a country fan, and she's gonna hate me for this. Kelly's a country fan, and I was never a country fan until we started dating 4 years ago, and I have been listening to more and more country because of her. Right? Just because I never liked it. I was really never exposed to it other than, funny story, I hitchhiked and I got a ride with a trucker from like Marathon, Florida to Rochester, New York. And he played Reba McEntire the entire way, the same disc, or this not even disc. It was a tape. It was like 1989 over and over and over and over again. So that was my only experience with country music, and I was a metalhead. Anyway, so I've been listening to more and more country music, and now I played a song for her on one of the streaming channels that populates the next song for you based on your listening habits. And we came across this band called the Dead South. Mm-hmm. And the Dead South is a bunch of booger-eating, retarded country music, bluegrass, Americana guys. I mean, they sing songs like... I know she's my sister, or my cousin, but she needs some sweet lovin' anyway. It's great music. I mean, it's funny, it's clever. They're laughing at themselves for being total hillbillies. Mm-hmm. And their one song, which was the first one I was exposed to, which "In Hell We'll Be in Good Company." Right? That's the song, and that's about. In hell, we're going to be in good company, which is their friends and family. Right. So it's a funny song, and the video is them dancing like fucking assholes in the ponds. And they cut to different scenes, and they're standing in water fountains and dancing on the back of a pickup truck and just being schmucks. So, but they're doing the same dance, and they cut in and cut out and cut in. So for about a year, every time I felt like being an asshole, I'd play this song, and I'd play it on my phone in my back pocket, and I'd dance like a jerk. And she was like, "Stop playing this fucking song." So 2 years ago, about a little more than 2 years ago, was it 2 years ago? 2 years ago, we went on a road trip, and we ended up in New Orleans, and we were down on the St. Charles Quarter, which is like where the locals hang out.
Yeah.
And music is really good, and we were actually staying right there on the corner in the St. Charles Hotel.
Nice.
And we were out getting banged up and drinking and laughing and watching the marching bands and the what do they call those? The second lines? Second line? Yeah. The guys that play. Oh, that was so amazing. And I'm walking down the street, and I hit my puffer, and I lay out this big cloud, and some dude that was smoking a cigarette goes, "Holy shit, dude." And I'm like, "Yeah, man, you need to give them cigarettes up." He goes, "Yeah, blah, blah, blah." And he says something, and I just happened to notice that he's wearing a beanie hat, and it's tilted to the side, and on the side of it is written "The Dead South." So I start walking over to him, and I'm like, "Dude, I fucking love that band." And my girlfriend hates them because I play them all the time, and I do the dance. He goes, "You want to meet them?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" He goes, "I'm their roadie. They're inside. Let's go drink." And I was like, "Oh yeah, you want to get on the microphone now?" "Yeah, no, yeah." Because she would have said he was fangirling, and I fucking was, man. I got their phone number. I should call them and get them on the show.
Why
They're
not?
amazing. They
Obviously have
I'm
a
gonna
sense of
find 'em.
humor.
They have a great sense of humor. I'm just gonna do. What I'm gonna do is the Dead South is the name of the band, and I'm just gonna get their lyrics. Oh God damn it, the dead.
Here we go. Now he's going
Not-
to spell.
Oh, he's fucking, and
This
I'm
is awful.
typing in the dark.
That's right. You know what? We could get that lady, that no-fingered homeless
Definitely
person.
would be faster.
Probably
Yeah.
faster. Using her
Use her
elbows.
face bashing on the counter. Be
See if I can
faster.
find the lyrics.
And she'd give you all a blowjob.
For
$5.
$5.
For
$5.
I mean, really, that's a value.
It is.
today's economy.
There's not much I would even do for $5.
Did you even buy a crack rock for
Look at
$5?
that.
I don't think so.
I have $5.
I got $5.
Is my mic on?
Yes, of course
okay,
it
I
is.
can't hear it in my ears.
Oh, that's because probably the headset's turned down. But no, I can hear you fantastic.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I
you
don't hear
sound great.
myself.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I can hear you.
Check the side over here.
Sounds
Check
lovely.
the side. No, with the cable,
Oh, this side.
and see if your cable came unplugged. No.
No.
All right. Matthew, look in front of you. See that little light in front of you? See if number 3 is really low, and see if that helps. If you turn that to the right, is that helping a little bit?
Hearing anything?
Yes, I hear myself
Oh.
now.
Oh,
There we
there
go.
you go. So we got our volume turned up.
Thank
All right.
God.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Could you just say Mr. President once, please?
Here one time.
Mr. President.
That's it
Wonderful.
right there.
I'm going home.
You're done. I'm finished. I'm finished.
Is there a refractory period?
It depends upon the age.
like Jesus said, I'm going to come again in glory, but I'm going to need about 20 minutes.
I love it.
All right, so I pulled up Banjo Odyssey. Now they've got a lot of songs that are all in
Okay.
that same vein, which is
Sure.
funny stuff, right? And that's what I like about them is because they're really self-effacing with their hillbillyism.
Yeah.
Hillbillyism. Hillbillyism.
Hillbillyism.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Hillbillyism.
There
Fuck
you go.
me.
You
I'm
got it.
Hey, this is a drinking show, all right? And we've been going for 2 hours, and I started drinking an hour before. All right. Tore
Technically,
up.
yes.
That's the only prep show he did.
That's all I had to do was drink.
That's right.
And I knew it would flow. I don't care.
Technically.
All right. So tore up the restraining order. I don't care. I'm coming over. What your daddy said isn't going over too well. It's probably don't know if not to kiss and tell. Mama said she's my daughter. I don't care who's my father. I don't care if she's my cousin. But she needs some sweet loving anyway. I'm not doing it justice. I should just play the fucking song. But anyway, the point is that they're really, really funny, and they just like pick on themselves.
Sure.
It's fucking beautiful. It really is.
Why
It's,
not?
yeah, why not? Why would you? Why wouldn't you do anything but pick on yourself?
We
I mean,
should have
that's
we should have a
You
segment.
have the most material on yourself.
Yes.
oh, no
That's
question.
right.
No question.
right.
Have we talked about me shitting my pants?
Plus
oh
his-
yeah,
plus his
on
criminal
every
record.
episode.
Yeah. If you're talking about the shit stories of the criminal record, fuck, we can go on for days.
Oh, but here's the funny thing. I said, so I was telling Kelly about the show, and I said, yeah. So I talked a story about me shitting my pants, and she goes, "You shit your pants?" I'm like,
Like a month ago.
yeah, yesterday. You shit your pants? I'm like,
Hey,
yes.
hey, Matt, that's one of those things you tell after the year.
Yeah, yes. You want to
That's
wait?
got
care.
a poop story.
That's
Yeah.
not the poop story you share in the beginning
Oh, listen.
stages.
Being in the army and
Yeah.
being basically single up until 30,
Right.
there's way worse stories that she's already heard.
Right.
So, like, if I told her, like, hey, babe, yeah, I shit my pants the other day,
Yeah.
she'd be like, yeah, well, just You do laundry. That would be it.
Nice. You found a good
Yeah.
one.
We have 2 7-year-olds that shit their pants all the time.
Nice.
Doesn't phase her.
There, you're good to go then.
Excellent.
You're good to go. Yeah, that's a
honestly,
beautiful thing.
If you shit your pants and you clean up after yourself.
Right.
That's right.
You are beyond most other adults.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. You
Usually
can't.
you get one or the other.
Yeah. Once you're after, once you're past the age of 10, you have to clean up your own shit.
Right.
And
it's
that's
just-
never fun.
That's just a life rule. That's right.
And that will discourage you from shitting your pants.
Yeah,
It will.
it typically
It really
will.
does.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
It does.
You guys want to hear some Dead South?
Yeah, let's do it. up.
Might as well.
Let's just play a little song.
Yeah,
What the hell? We've been going for a couple hours. Who cares?
I mean, you've
And
had
this
us
is
up
one
since
cool
we
thing that they did too. Is they did like 15 cities in 24 hours on the back of a flatbed trailer. They played their concerts,
Okay.
and it's booger eating, and I love it. Hold on, let me turn it up a little bit. The guy's got such a great voice. Matt hates this shit.
No, I've seen this movie. It was
Deliverance.
no, the other one. They were in prison. They escaped.
Cool Hand Luke.
Nope. Keep going.
I don't
Soggy
know.
Bottom Boys was the
Oh!
band.
Oh,
yeah. What was
yeah.
that damn
It's
movie?
George Clooney.
Yes.
Yes.
What was the name of that damn
Yeah.
movie?
Something.
Yeah. Oh God, where are we now? Or
Oh, yeah.
oh.
Yes,
Oh,
where
brother,
were
where
our-
art
oh,
thou?
oh brother, where
Yes.
are?
Yes, that took way too
Bingo.
long. Yes, I've seen this movie.
This isn't this movie. This is the Dead South, you dickhead. We should wrap it up. It's your birthday, fucker. You're gonna stay here and get banged up.
No, I'm gonna go get banged, but I didn't get to hear.
Oh, I said banged up. I can't believe you waited for the ice to melt.
Hot night. Driving down Highway 60 with my
Not really my thing. I'm not big into flavor.
So we went on a road trip and I played this, all their songs a bunch of times. We went like 14 hours, didn't we? Yeah, we were in Grand Rapids, Michigan on one of our world tours. Okay, so I have a question. We have like 14, 15 million listeners per episode.
At least.
How many wait to the very end? How many of you guys? Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. All right. We're going to do a little contest, all right? Whoever makes it to this segment in our show is going to get something fun, cool, and free. You email us at stupidhumanthepodcast@gmail.com, and we're going to send you a prize pack. If you made it to 2 hours, I'll tell you, hold on. If you made it, where the fuck is it? Hold on. 1 hour, if you made it to the 1 hour and 52 minute mark, you are a rock star. You are a fan. You will be given the title of super fan.
That's right.
Super fan. So email us and say the Dead South at 152, and we're going to give you a prize pack. We're going to give us your address in an email, and we're going to send you something very, very cool. All right, we're going to sign off. We're going to say goodbye to my lovely guest. I got Matty Lenhart in the house. He's a phenomenal up-and-coming comedian who...
I'm not a comedian.
But
I'm
he's
just
really
an
good at
asshole.
fucking push-ups because
I'm just
he's
an asshole.
Yeah, it's okay. That you know what? There's a market
Same
for that.
thing.
Same thing. Yeah. No, are you depressed?
Yes.
You'll be a good comedian.
Perfect.
Where is Big Brian Henderson? Did he take off? Did he leave us?
He did have to leave
Oh,
us.
I'm sorry. I didn't get to say goodbye. Big Brian
He
came in.
waved.
He did wave. I didn't see it.
Yes.
Oh,
You blended in.
I know.
It is dark in here.
It is dark in here. And the beautiful Miss St. Jules. We just love you so much. I
Oh.
God, I love when you
I
come
felt
in.
like I couldn't get a word in edgewise.
I know. We kind of blocked you out this week. I
did.
apologize. I'm
Alright.
so sorry. What do you want to say? Give us a...
No, I'm good. No, I'm good. No, keep going.
No,
I'm
seriously.
curious as to what you have to say.
She's got a lot to say.
Damn it, I have nothing to say.
Yes, you
I apologize.
do.
I apologize. God, I'm so stupid.
Yeah, we got to figure out how to work the timing of this so that it flows a little better. And this is a nice test run because we're going to video in a couple of weeks, kids.
Yeah.
We're going to video.
It's
So
gonna get scary.
coming home to
I'm
you.
hoping my
I
masks
can't see
arrive.
that. All right, so my assistant was giving me something I was supposed to read, but apparently, I don't know. Must be something funny. All right. Is it something I need to say on the air, or are we done? Because we're saying goodbye. All right, we're saying goodbye. Big Mikey P.
Yep.
Happy birthday, my friend.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
And in an effort
birthday.
to make your birthday special, we'll
Thank
play a little banjo music on our out.
Big 5-0.
That's right.
Nothing like
Because
inbred
I did-
redneck music for turning 50.
That's right.
I bought him a banjo. Did you not know that Jen is his first cousin?
I did not know that.
Oh yeah, that's
No,
great.
it's not true.
Thanks,
It's
man.
not true.
Why
And
don't
she's
you tell
and we
her
want to
that's
thank
the
Jen
finger?
for coming out tonight. She was bored out of her fucking mind, but we got her involved in a game, and they
good.
actually won. The audience was a
Yeah,
participant.
what was our prize for that?
You can pick it up on your way out.
Yeah, it's connected right to the tip of a boot.
It's
That's
right
right.
there. on
Yours
the
is on
other
the
side
tip of
door.
something, but you can collect it a little later.
That's right.
Birthday
Oh, you know the funny thing about this goddamn we hear the music in the background because I gotta stop it. I can't stop it here because we can't hear it, but they can hear it. So they were hearing the music the whole time.
Actually, only hear it. Almost hear it over the headphones.
Yeah.
We can't hear it over the headphones, but they can't hear what we're saying
Right,
over the
right,
music.
right,
So
right.
all that stuff I said about Jen,
Right.
by being a wonderful wife, for coming out here on your birthday eve and being a special person for putting up with your bullshit.
So supportive.
I know what a
amazing.
wonderful, what an angel. Like I just have to reiterate
Yeah.
what I said earlier.
She's good.
She's an angel.
That's very good. Thank you. I appreciate
You're
that.
welcome.
I don't know if you can
No,
see the
I said
death
that you
stare,
guys
but I
won
can.
the 7
Yes.
stupid questions because
This
she
is-
was the leader of the audience participation program.
Yes.
The
And
autism participation.
This is as
program.
close as
Yeah.
we're going to get to a date during this fucking pandemic.
I know.
okay?
This
This
was
it.
we are broadcasting drunk and high above the clouds at the Liquid Cloud Lounge at 701 Monroe Avenue. And keep in mind that our wonderful Adolf Cuomo has decided that he is going to ban e-liquid flavors, despite the fact that
They help people.
But so what?
We have to drink now, right?
technically, yes.
Technically,
but
yes.
so,
But
We have to
so
drink.
what?
they are healthier alternatives to smoking or chewing or
That's right.
whatever you're putting in your body that's nicotine laced.
That's
Other
right.
than, what are those pods? What are those things that we put in
The
your
lip.
cheek?
Yeah,
Well,
the
it's
dip.
chew.
Dip.
It's
Dip,
chew.
yes, chew.
Yeah, that's all.
It's
That's
chew, but
what
they
sauces.
pat the pouches, whatever. Doesn't matter. Cuomo's a douche.
Agreed.
Adolf, he's not getting my vote. That's the only saving grace
Uncle
is that
Andy?
he'll never, ever be president of the United States because there are 41 million vapors and they know what he's about.
Boom.
Boom.
Technically, yes.
But so what?
But so what?
All right, so one last thing.
Yeah.
Vape DTF 2020 is the coupon code.
Yes.
Go ahead and check out. You get 20% off your order. Vape TTF. It's a New York State company, so they gotta buy your product now because they won't be able to ship it in 30 days because of Adolf Cuomo. I'm sorry, Andrew Hitler. God damn it, I keep getting that wrong. Anyway, so with that said, I'm gonna say goodbye. Thanks, Mikey P. Thanks, beautiful girlfriend. Thank you, beautiful wife, and Jen, who decided to let her husband sneak out of the house and act like a child.
Yay, me.
Maddie Lenhart, you're a funny guy, and Miss Jules, I love you so much. You're the best.
Oh, I love you too.
I don't care what they say about you. You are magnificent.
Oh, shucks.
And all you guys, thanks for listening. It's 2 hours in, and please be stupid. That's it.
Good job, buddy.
My ride is coming.
1 hour and 58 minutes. What a fucking loaf of shit. Oh, and I'm kind of gassed. All right, just check. All right.
Go again.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
Not a damn thing. I don't hear myself. I don't hear nothing.